joints right here, man, that you play when you feeling down on your ism, right? Play this shit right here and resuscitate your pimpin' and get you right back on your mission, right? For you hoes, this that shit you play when you ain't feeling like super hoe today. Play this shit right here and spark up your hoeing and get you right back going, you dig? Dig this. Pimps for real, don't mistake it for fashion. The turf that birthed my reputation for mashing was the track with active, attractive hoes. Professional goers that attract the dough. Like magnets to metal, never settle. We scorching them fag bitches pedal for them portions. My whores win it all. Not the ones on the sideline wishing but didn't ball in the guidelines. My bitches did it all. Down 7 below in the snow for dough. Over 120 in the sun for fun. They bash for hours, hooker baths, not showers. Bright and early, down and dirty for the cash and power. They gotta get the cash, the towers, and reach it all to a pimp. In my position, I'm all but exempt. These bras not wimps, I'm like them renegade bitches. BFFs with tricks but never getting paid riches. Grenade bitches, they dynamite, blowing up on the pimpin' and missing when the time is right. But when they life gets strife, they see pimpin' shining bright, but they action is life without. Bitch, one strike you out. Can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga. See, that's the difference, nigga. The pimpin' mashin' for these riches, nigga. Nothing like you master magician, niggas. Smoking mirrors with your game, hella extras to reflect the opposite appearance of a lame. Bitches coming from y'all, I can't rock with those. Tender-footed and rooted in them doctor shows. Soft shoe rituals, minute residuals. Papers on life support, your loots and critical. Something I learned about when running my earned route and working with turnouts is murdering burnouts. Cause knocking one of you niggas for a scarred bitch, that's knocking one of you niggas for some garbage. I'm heartless regardless, empty with sympathy, but banked up to the max with pimpathy. No remedy for me, I'm like this. My life is vice grip, synced in permanent ink. You can't rewrite this. My blood type is P positive, beautifully deposited with a lot of it. I'm popping this shit, and when I pop it so hard I make a trapping ass bad bitch wanna hoe hard. Can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga. Come on, pimpin', man, pop that shit. Show these sucker niggas they can't stop that shit. Let these hookers know if they wanna cop that shit. Treat the bag like it's hot, bitch, and drop that shit. Dig. And to you hoes, if you ever took a loss, bitch, show these bitches how to bounce back like a boss, bitch. Let them know that the best way to floss, bitch, is reach that paper to some pimpin' hoe and toss it. Can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga. One of them joints right here, man, that you play when you feeling down on your ism, right? Play this shit right here and resuscitate your pimpin' and get you right back on your mission, right? For you hoes, this that shit you play when you ain't feeling like super hoe today. Play this shit right here and spark up your hoeing and get you right back going, you dig? Dig this. Pimps for real, don't mistake it for fashion. The turf that birthed my reputation for mashing was the track with active, attractive hoes. Professional goers that attract the dough. Like magnets to metal, never settle. We scorching them fag bitches pedal for them portions. My whores win it all. Not the ones on the sideline wishing but didn't ball in the guidelines. My bitches did it all. Down 7 below in the snow for dough. Over 120 in the sun for fun. Bring that shit to the blade. Yes, indeedy. Blessings and prosperity to everybody that in attendance. You dig? We about to get off into this game, man. Y'all already know the first order of business with y'all, man. Wipe your feet off at the door when you step into a pimp's domain. What I mean by that, hit that like button, that icon that look like your thumb, man. Yeah, go ahead and get them likes up, man, so people could be aware of this shit. So people could tune in and tap into this game, man. I see y'all up in here. DJ Serve 'em, Chandra, Almighty Fly, Unknown, Nigel, Buddha, Divine P, Sapova the Prince, what's happening with you? Carl Johnson, Perception is Reality, Philly Cheese, First Down, Bankos, Mr. PT Glow, what's happening? Floyd Hill, I see you. Yeah, PB. Yeah, man, y'all up in here. LaCream, Robin, I see you. What's happening? Player Ham. Yeah, man, y'all up in here with a pimp. Y'all rocking with a pimp tonight. Okay. Hawkins 702, small discount. Foreplay Freddie P. NLP W Sensei. I see y'all up in here, man. We gonna get off into this game, man. Let me see something real quick. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. Let me get this together. Hold up. Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all tapping in with a pimp, man. We're going to get into this roasting, man. Y'all already know how I feel about certain individuals, man. So I don't want y'all to think that I'm being biased, man, towards anybody in this thing, man. You know, I'm going to keep it 1,000 wow, and I'm going to keep it according to the game. I'm looking at this situation through game lenses, man. You know, I done seen a few people do reviews on this episode already, and I haven't really seen anybody that's gonna, you know, chop it and break it down to y'all even remotely close to how a pimp gonna do it. You dig? So yeah, man, we gonna get into this shit, man. Like I said, wipe your feet off at the door when you step into a pimp's domain. And y'all already know the first order of business, man. Pimp got to put some love in his body, man. Yeah. Go ahead, put some love in your body as well, man. This shit gonna love you even when you don't love it. Look at Tyler kicking the dough down with the $2 holla. Good looking, man. I see you. Blessings, hit the like button. Ray Gunn coming through with the $2 holla. Much appreciated. Glory to the game. R.I.P. Sin. Yes, indeedy. Put this love in my body real quick, man, so we get to this shit. All right, man, let me see something. Hold on. Okay, man, it's 100 of y'all that wiped your feet off at the door, but it's 135 up in here. So I know at least 35, but realistically thinking and speaking, more than 35 of y'all ain't wiped your feet off at the door, man. You know, that's the only price of admission did a pimp ask, man. Wipe your feet off at the door when you step into a pimp's domain. That like button, man. Yeah, okay, let's get into it, man, because I know y'all been waiting. And I've been waiting to chop it up about this shit. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Let me get my setup right. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this one time. Let me see. Okay. Bam. Bam. got to be. Hold on. Okay. Let me see. Just like that? Hold on. Okay. Let me see if y'all can see what I see. Y'all do see what I see. I'm kind of bootleg. Still got this shit in Final Cut Pro, man. I was trying to chop this shit up and save it so I could do this shit the way I want to do it.
Without further ado, we're gonna have the guests.
But it's all good either way. So this the thing, right? As y'all can see, you got Adam22, and you got the Saint in the center, aka the Faint in the beginner, the Ain't in the beginner, the Can't in the pretender. You dig? Mr. PT Glow, good looking with that $7 holla, man. Seventh Eye, appreciate you, man. Hold on, let me do this right quick. Damn. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, man. They on the Whatever podcast. And see, everybody, you know, like I said, I peeped a few people's responses and reactions to this episode of this podcast, right? The Whatever podcast. And, you know, everybody is like, ooh, the Saint in the center, he chopped up Adam, man. Ooh, he marked Adam out, man. Ooh, he made Adam look like a mark, man. You know what I mean? Ooh, he punked Adam. Man, really what it is, man, is just, you know, a lot of people don't like Adam22. That's really what it is, man. But if you just look at it for what it is, it wasn't nothing like that, right? So let me tell you what I saw, and then we gonna go through and we gonna confirm what I seen. And if y'all, you know, look at this through game lenses, y'all gonna see it the way that I see it, right? But you don't have to see it the way that I see it. You entitled to your opinion, man. So you might be like, man, Freeze, you tripping. It didn't go like that. It went like this, whatever. I'm not trying to impose my my viewpoint. I'm not trying to impose my point of view on you. You know what I mean? You got your own mind. You could think how you want to think. But I'm going to tell you how a pimp seen it. You know what I mean? Now, everybody put a lot of emphasis on, you know, the way the Can't and the Pretender was talking to Adam 22. Now, if you pay attention, he's abrasive with everybody, or almost everybody. You know what I mean? He's like see, this dude, man, and see, he get on my nerves because he be acting like the pimping. But I'm gonna just tell you what type of dude he is. The Ain't in the beginner. He one of them boys. You remember when you was young, man? To the fellas, man. I'm talking to the fellas right now. And really the ladies can relate too, because y'all done dealt with guys like this. But fellas, man, we all done had that homeboy when we was young, man. You remember when you was young and you go to the house party, or you go to the pool in the summertime, you go to the skating rink, the bowling alley, wherever you go kick it at, right? And you got your homeboys with you. It might be 4 or 5 of y'all. You know, when you young, you travel in packs like that with your homeboys. Y'all all trying to go meet some chicks, have some fun, do your thing, right? And it's a group of y'all. And when y'all start meeting chicks, man, everything will be going cool. Conversations will be going cool. Everybody figure out who they digging on. You know what I mean? If it's 4 chicks, you know what I mean? Everybody kind of start talking, and then it kind of evolves into conversations between one guy and one girl. But you always got that one homeboy to just make it awkward for everybody. He just socially awkward. He say weird shit. He do weird shit. And he don't know how to be fly. He don't know how to bring value to the situation. You know what I mean? That's what I seen when I watched this episode.
I seen the Can't and the Pretender as that one dude that just fucked the rhythm up. You know what I mean? And kill it for everybody. You know, everybody was finna get some box. You know what I mean? Everybody was finna get between some legs. Everybody was finna get some skins until that one homeboy come and kill everybody's action. You know what I mean? You ever been at a hotel? Y'all might got a big hotel and everybody, you know, one person in the bathroom, one person on this bed, the other person on that bed, everybody having fun. You know what I mean? Then you got the homeboy, he outside or he in the next room with the other girl, and then her homegirl come, the one homegirl come and knock on the door, and then the one homegirl that you talking to, you laying down with, you about to get up in, she go answer the door, and then the homegirl come in like, this nigga tripping, girl, we gotta go. You know what I mean? That's who this dude is, man. He the one that's gonna piss off the ringleader. He always end up with the ringleader. Then he gonna piss off the ringleader, and the ringleader gonna, because she ain't getting no action from nobody that she like, cause she don't like this nigga, she gonna come kill everybody else's action. She the one with the car. All the homegirls gotta leave because she driving. That's this dude. You know what I mean? And when I'm now that I said that to you, when you look, you gonna be freeze ain't tripping, freeze right. You know what I mean? Because that's who this guy is. He's the one that's gonna kill all the action. If you pay attention to everybody, just listen and pay attention. He's the confrontational one. He's the, you know, and there's no need for it, you know? And I'm gonna explain why he's that way in a minute. But I want y'all to see it, and then once y'all see it, I'm gonna explain to you why he's being that way on this podcast, which I ain't never even heard of this podcast before, but shit, they got 4 million subscribers on YouTube. You know? So as the chicks say, I guess he called himself trying to do his big one. You know what I mean? I hate when guys talk like that anyway, you know what I mean? But that's what sister girl right here thought he was trying to do. She thought she was going to do her big one on the whatever podcast, you know what I mean? So just pay attention.
Without further ado, we're going to have the guests introduce themselves. So please tell us your name, age, occupation, and location. Where are you from? Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. My name is Corey Yee. I'm 31 years old, and I'm a model, influencer, and I own an OnlyFans agency.
Did you say Lee?
OnlyFans agency.
You said Corey.
Corey.
And look at him. He just, even that little shit right there. Like, everybody else is smooth. Everybody else is listening and paying attention. And did you say Corey Lee? Like, no, goofball. She said Yee. Everybody else attention and hear, and tuned in. But let's continue.
Corey Yee.
Yee.
Okay, I'm Adam22.
Just one question here, Corey. Did you say age?
31.
31. Got it. And you own an OnlyFans agency.
Yes.
So
and I have an OnlyFans as well.
You represent a couple women, couple
Yes.
dudes,
Women.
maybe? Just women. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Sorry, Adam.
No, for sure. Adam22. I'm 40 years old. I am a podcaster and adult star, I suppose. My wife and I do a podcast called Plug Talk, available at onlyplugtalk.com, where we basically interview a woman every week and then sleep with her on camera. And yeah, happy to be here.
Welcome back.
Hi, I'm Anissa Godina. I'm 28. I'm a cocktail server.
And hey, one thing I want to point out too, right? Pay attention to Adam. You can tell throughout the whole thing that Adam kind of like had a chip on his shoulder. He was on edge about something. It's like he wanted to get something off his chest, but he was trying to be smooth out of respect for the podcast. See, that's the difference between a professional, you know what I mean, and a goofball trying to pretend like he's something that he ain't. See, Adam, because he got a big platform just like these people do, right? He did his best to respect the platform. You know, so even though he had a chip on his shoulder, and you could just tell his energy, his demeanor, watch how he is throughout the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, I've watched Adam on other interviews, not something exactly like this, but his energy is usually different. You know what I mean? And you could tell that he wasn't feeling it. He was on his Marshawn Lynch, man. He was just here so he don't get fined. You know what I mean? But if you pay attention to Adam, just watch him. Watch his demeanor. He not really giving his best because he really want to go in on the Saint and Sinner. You know what I mean? Even though Adam ain't really the go in type, you know, he call himself trying. He not really a roaster like that or anything like that or a shit talker. He cool for what he do. But you could tell whatever it was that he had on his shoulder, he wanted to get it off, and then he eventually does to a certain extent. But yeah, just pay attention to his demeanor though.
And I do OnlyFans. We do social media stuff as well.
Hi, my name's Isabella Riley Moody. I am a wife, a mother.
Now look at the Caint and the Pretender. He got the mic ready. You see how everybody else chilling? They just, he all touching, he fondling the mic and everything, putting it next to, and boy, that head. I'm I'm trying to focus on the damn podcast, man, but his head, boy, is a major distraction, man. This man's head is such a distraction, man. His head is just taking all the attention, man. Like, you got pretty white girls all around, you know what I mean? Well-mannered gentlemen up there. Everybody cool, but his head is just a distraction. You know what I mean? But just look at him, though. He can't even wait for old girl to finish introducing herself. You know what I mean? He like, yeah, hurry up, shut up, you know what I mean, so I can do my thing. Sister girl want attention so bad.
A Christian, and I make right-wing political content.
Age?
25, sorry.
25, all good.
Now just watch how socially awkward this nigga is. And he thought this shit was so cool. He thought this little introduction that he did was so cool, man. But hey, now you see how the white girl that's sitting next to him is smiling? Watch how her demeanor change when he get to introducing himself. Pay attention to both of them. Pay attention to how corny he is, and then pay attention to her demeanor. And then the white boy that's sitting next to him, watch how uncomfortable he look. Like, damn, this motherfucker embarrassing me on my damn podcast, man. Should have never invited this Negro. Matthew 19:26. Good looking with the $20 holla. Sinful to P, R.I.P. expose this anger and chop this food. Do your thing, Freeze. You already know. Here we go, though. Just pay attention.
Welcome.
It's the big homie, the one and only, Fax Kellerman, Stephen A. Pimp, Malcolm Flex, Flex Luthor, Kent Drippy Jr., the Crown Prince of Iran, the idol of James Bond, Marquette Devon Burton, the saint and the sinner on YouTube.
That was one of the most...
You see the white girl, she is just so unamused. You know what I mean? The one in the red sweater. But did you see how corny this dude is? Like, let me go back to that. Hold on. I know his head is a major distraction, man, but just pay attention to how he was talking. Look.
It's the big homie, the
homie are you? You gotta just cause you got a big head don't make you the big homie, man. Just cause your head is the biggest in the hood don't mean you the biggest homie, man. Like, you're nobody's big homie. You the big headed, but you not the big homie, man. Why he call himself the big homie? No, you the big head homie. You not nobody's big homie, man.
one and only, Fax Kellerman.
Fax Kellerman? Like, do y'all know how corny that is? Fax Kellerman? This nigga is such a white man in a black man body trying to pretend like he black, but he really white to the core. You know what I mean? Fax Kellerman. Cornball.
Stephen A. Pimp.
And whoever that was that let off the who dropped the bomb on his ass and let the horns go, man, fire his ass for encouraging this bullshit. Stephen A. Pimp? Come on, man. See, he should have come on fuck with him like that, you know what I mean? Just for the sake of making black people look good. I'd have gave him something better to say, you know what I mean? And see, that's what he don't understand. Like, This is what I want y'all to pay attention to, all bullshit aside. You know, notice he is the only black person up there. You know what I mean? So they expect unsavory behavior from black people. You know what I mean? They expect black people to like go out of their way to be seen and noticed and break their neck for attention. They expect black people to not bring value to the situation. You know what I mean? Like it's a value potluck. All these ladies brought some value. The host brought some value. Adam brought some value. And then here come this bowling ball head ass nigga coming to take some value from everybody, but he didn't bring no value to the value potluck. You know what I mean?
Malcolm Flex.
Malcolm Flex. It's bad enough your head is big. It's bad enough you got this Bonks Adventure ass head. You know what I mean? For those of y'all who don't know who I'm talking about, man, some of y'all too young, man. Bonks Adventure. If you Google Bonks Adventure, you gonna see a little cartoon video game character that look just like this goofy ass dude. But he got this Bonks Adventure ass head. You know what I mean? So whatever it is that he trying to say, however he trying to be cool, it just don't work because your head is so damn big and funny shaped, man. You look a damn fool. You know what I mean? Not to mention, like, he got sandbags under his eyes, man. What's up with these dudes, man? Is he not getting no sleep or something? Is he an insomniac or something? And then it looked like he got a fake bald head. You know how in the movies they'll put like the that cap with the makeup and all that, and it makes somebody look bald, but they really got hair underneath because they doing it for a movie. That's what he looked like. He looked like he could peel the top of his head off and he got an afro up under there. That's how big that nigga head is, man.
Flex Luthor. Kent Drippy Jr.
Drippy Jr. First of all, you didn't even say his name right. His name ain't Kent. It's Ken. Kent. What'd he say? Kent Drippy Jr.? This nigga is such a cornball.
The Crown Prince of Iran. The idol of James Bond. Marquette Devon Burton. The Saint and the Sinner on YouTube.
That was one of the most thorough introductions we've had on the show. You have more titles than Daenerys.
And look at the white girl next to him with the red sweater on, the red turtleneck on. She just looking like, oh shit, here go a typical nigga. You know what I mean? Because I didn't play her, or yeah, I did play her introduction, but she was saying how she posts right-wing content on the internet. You know what I mean? So she's a right-winger already. So she already looking like, oh damn, we got one of them up here. And then now she looking at him like, oh, he's a typical one of them. He's just what I expected him to be. A clown, a goofball. You know what I mean? He not conducting himself like a fly gentleman. You know what I mean? Like he has to go out of his way to bring attention to himself, to stand out. You know, when you really fly and you really charismatic, you know what I mean? And you got magnetism about yourself and you got a mouthpiece and all that, you articulate, like you don't have to go above and beyond to bring attention to yourself. When you got charisma, it just naturally comes, you know, but he just don't have no charisma at all. And that's what I want y'all to notice.
Of House Targaryen, first of her name, queen of the
Dragons.
Andals,
Right.
breaker of chains. I don't know
Right.
That was good. I liked
Appreciate
it. I
you.
liked it. Okay, cool.
Well, I'm single, and I've been single since the pandemic. My longest relationship is 4.5 years.
Were you faithful during that 4.5?
Yes.
Look at that. Like he won't even let the host do his thing, man. Like he trying to like steal the mic from even though they got their own mics, but you know, figuratively, he trying to steal the mic from the host. Were you faithful during those 4.5 years? I'm sorry, y'all. I know y'all probably looking at me like, damn, Freeze, you won't let this dude breathe at all. Hell no. You came on here with this big ass head, man, just looking stupid as hell. and then you acting stupid as hell as well. You know what I mean? See, what burns me up is that he try to portray himself as a pimp and he know he not, right? But one thing about this pimping, like I said, when pimping come into a situation, pimping bring value. You know what I mean? And it's not about saying the most words. It's not about sounding the best. It's about being the best. You know what I mean? And he trying to shake it up, but it just ain't going right. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to chime in and ask questions here and there, that's cool. But as you can see, he just, if it wasn't going to be Adam that walked out, it would have been somebody else before him, and it probably would have been a domino effect, like one of the chicks or something, you know, because as you can see, you know, he rubs people the wrong way. And some of the girls that he tried to like poke at, they was being cool. The one girl that's sitting next to Adam with the red hair, he was kind of poking at her a little bit, but you know, her English ain't good. So, you know, he couldn't really do what he was trying to do with her. Some of the little one in the blonde with the blue shirt on, he tried to poke at her, but she didn't really bite into it. The one with the red didn't bite into it. You know what I mean? But he started making his way around the table, like poking at people. And I want y'all to pay attention to that.
Okay, so you longest relationship 4.5 years, and you've been single since the pandemic started.
Yes.
So 2020.
So my
Early
4.5 year relationship ended during the pandemic. And I've been single ever since.
All right, got it.
I've been married for about 6 months. I've been in a relationship for about 7 years, and we are monogamous off camera, but we are open on camera.
Yeah. So recently, and
What is that?
Now watch this. Watch how corny he is.
We work with other people in terms of porn content, but besides that, we're monogamous.
Mm-hmm. So
They have to be getting paid if they're sleeping with other people. You like that? You like how I did that? Let's
Okay.
work.
You like how I did that? Let's work. And see, you know, like, again, see, the host, obviously, he's a professional because I imagine he's a big reason why this platform was built up to 4 million, right? So he's a professional at what he does. Adam also has a platform with over 4 million subscribers. So he's a professional as well. So he knows how, you know, you notice how those guys, they know how to go with the flow. You know what I mean? This guy, he's trying to force the flow. He don't know how to go with the flow. And then on top of that, you're the only black person there and the only black man there. So with that, you got to be charismatic, man. You got to let it, he just don't know how to let it flow. He trying to force it and it just ain't cool. You know what I mean? And what he called himself doing right there was Adam. They get paid money to do this and that on camera. Do you like how I did that? No, she didn't like how you did that, but she gonna smile and play cute. You know what I mean? But don't nobody up there like how you did that. And see, the one in the red sweater that's sitting next to him, just pay attention to her. She's totally unamused by him throughout the whole thing. She's a real white girl, you know what I mean? she a true traditional all-American, you know what I mean? Got the, you know, American flag in the back window of her car, you know what I mean? American flag raised up in front of her house, you know what I mean? You know, listening to Tim McGraw and Garth Brooks, you know, she one of them. You know what I mean? She don't listen to no rap music. She can't tell you the name of one rapper. You know, she ain't never had she the one that's gonna bring the potato salad with raisins in it. That's her. She's one of them white girls. You know what I mean? She's a real white girl. You know, so he's just being the typical of what she expected him to be. Typical nigga. You know what I mean? And she just got that look on her face like, oh my God, Why did they invite him? And why did they have to sit him next to me? My goodness. They know I don't like these people. Don't they watch my content? Shit. You know what I mean? See, when you know who you are as a man and you're fly and you bring value to whatever situation you involve yourself in, you're supposed to dispel whatever suspicions people like her got. You know what I mean? The way he's supposed to make that white girl sit next to him feel is like, wow, I didn't even know black guys were like this. I didn't know black guys were this charismatic. I didn't know black guys were this wise. I didn't know black guys were this articulate. I didn't know black guys were this smart. I didn't know black people did this and did that. He's supposed to be making her feel like that. He's supposed to be surprising her with his every move. But he's letting her down with his every move, just like she expected him to. You dig?
So you recently were involved, you did like a reality TV series kind of to see who, correct me if I'm wrong, to see who would be the next person who gets to have sexual intercourse with your wife, Lena. Is that?
Well, the reality show was intended to find our first boy-girl threesome.
Sorry.
So it was a 4-episode series on YouTube, and then the finale, the actual scene, is on our OnlyFans. Yeah. And
you guys did the scene's done.
The scene has been completed.
Okay.
And decimated on the internet.
Who won the?
A guy named Lil D.
Lil D.
24-year-old gentleman from Harlem.
Is he a rapper? Or?
He raps.
He raps.
It's not his primary vocation, though.
Not his primary vocation.
Mostly a porn star.
Who else was involved in that process? Like, I think I saw, was it Crip Mac?
Hey, this dude is so white. Listen to the way he said Crip Mac. That ain't got nothing to do with what we here for, but I just want y'all to notice how white he said Crip Mac. What was it? Crip Mac? I can't even say it as white as he said it, and I can do a pretty good white man when I want to, man. But the way he said Crip Mac, just listen to him.
His primary vocation.
Mostly a porn star.
Who else was involved in that process? Like, I think I saw, was it Crip Mac?
Crip Mac was on there as well, yeah.
See, Ray Gunn, you spelled it too cool. Eloquence is key. Y'all spelling it, the way it go. Crip Mac, you know what I mean? I'm going to show y'all how to spell it right, the way he said it. That's how he said it. He said it like that. You know what I mean? He didn't say it the way we said Crip Mac. Crip Mac. You know what I mean? That's how he said it. The way I spelled it right there, that's how he said it. Crip Mac. You know what I mean? Proper as it get. Matter of fact, hold on. I didn't do it right. Let me correct myself. I had to put the period at the end. You know what I mean? Can't do it without the period at the end. Oh, no, wait. Because he didn't say it as a period. His was a question. So that's how he said it. Crip Mac? You know what I mean? It was a question.
55th Street.
Free Crip Mac. He's
he got
facing Fed charges right now. Yeah,
on the show.
That would have been unreal. Yeah.
So he's currently incarcerated.
Yeah, he got locked up a week or two ago.
Is he? You think he's going to be able to post bail or?
I believe that the average sentence for what he's being charged with is like 5 years in the feds. So no.
Jeez.
Not
Okay.
looking too good.
That sucks. Well, okay. And then previously there was this big thing where with Lena.
So I'm gonna skip to where, cause
and Jason Love,
right?
The boy, the Feint and the Pretender, he asks Adam a question, and that's where shit kind of like kicks off. I'm trying to get to that point, right? Hold on, okay. I think this might be where. Hold on, a little bit further. Wipe your feet off at the door, man, when you step into a pimp's domain. If you ain't done so yet. What I mean by that, hit that like button. This might be it. Okay.
I was a little bit conflicted when she actually shot the scene with the other guy, just in the sense that, you know, she's going off and filming something with somebody else. I'm not there. When we shot the scene with the other guy, Lil D, I didn't feel any kind of weirdness about that. It was pretty mutual. Okay. So for sure that, definitely by the time we're done in the adult business, I'm sure she'll have shot other scenes with other guys and everything, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Can I ask Adam a question?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Now, he was polite right there. He started off cool. But see, this is your time to shine, man. You're the only black man. So your questions have to be better than anybody up there because you're a black man. It'd be better. You'd be better off if you was a black woman. I mean, you a black woman on the inside, but you have the anatomy of a black man. So as a black man, your questions have to be the best. Your timing has to be the best. Your energy has to be the best. Everything that comes from you has to be the best. And then he's on this platform. If you pay attention to him, he done been on all the biggest platforms. But he's not nearly as big as most people that have been on the platforms that he's been on. You know what I mean? He been on No Jumper. He done been on Fresh and Fit. Probably some other ones that I don't even know of or forgetting right now. And now he's on this platform. 4 million subscribers, you know, but he just don't have that magnetism. He don't have that, like, make you want to come back for more, you know. Now, y'all already know Sinful wasn't the type to get on none of these platforms, but if Sinful would have been the places on YouTube that this guy done been, man, Sinful would have had 10 million subscribers. He just wasn't into that type of shit. You know what I mean? And, you know, I understand why, because, you know, that's a whole nother conversation. But just pay attention to this guy. He just keep fumbling the ball. Butterfingers with his milk dud head ass.
Yeah.
Is this for the money or just like, you're like, this is what I'm called to do?
What kind of question is that? Is this for the money or is it like, this is what I'm called to do? Man, everybody in here could have thought of a better question than that. What he's called to do? And then look at Adam. Adam is like, oh shit, here we go. But again, out of respect for the platform, Adam is trying to keep it cool. You know what I mean? Until he can't no more. But just the question that he asked, is it for the money or is this what you're called to do? His question could have been way better. Like I said, I could have gave him something better to ask than that. You know, between both of these white men, there's like 9 million subscribers between the both of them. So not only is their audience watching, but Adam's audience is watching. You know what I mean? Soon as they put Adam22 in the title or No Jumper in the hashtags or anywhere on there, you know, that whole audience is going to come. So, and then you got to think about the people who ain't subscribed to neither one of these guys, but know who they are, you know, because there's a bunch of people that watch certain people's videos that don't subscribe to them, you know, so because they're in the algorithm or whatever. So, you know, the exposure here is millions. So you supposed to ask a question like one of them chicks up there could have asked a better question than that. But like I said, because you're a black man, your questions are supposed to be the best. It's supposed to be thought-provoking. It's supposed to be the type of shit that nobody else is going to think of. But pay attention.
I would say it's primarily for the money, the same way that probably most of the girls here wouldn't be naked on the internet if they didn't have OnlyFans that were profitable for them. But at the same time, I mean, me and her have been hooking up with other girls for the duration of our relationship, and we actually had one off-camera boy-girl threesome with my wife and a friend of mine within like the first month that I met her. We were out drinking one night and we ended up having some fun in that sense. So it's not like completely outside the realm of things that I would do for free, but you know, we don't have a lot of crazy off-camera sexual experiences. Almost everything that we do that's out of the ordinary is on camera.
So is there, because I don't know what you're worth, but I have a sense that you're doing reasonably well. So if there was no money to be made, would you continue on with it?
Come on, man. Like, why are you asking these questions? Like, and see, he don't even have nowhere, as you gonna see, like, normally, like, what he's trying to do is, like, he's trying to lead up to something. But what he's leading up to is nothing. It's not even worth leading up to where he called himself trying to go. You know what I mean? Because ultimately where he's trying to go, which you're going to see that in just a minute, is that, you know, he doesn't agree with Adam's views. You know, that the marriage is monogamous and all of that. He kind of disagrees with that because Adam said that their marriage is monogamous off camera but open on camera, you know, and he's on some, like, you know, wrong is wrong or whatever. And it's like, nigga, you supposed to be some wannabe pimping. You know, why are you pressing this man to see your monogamous square ass views and agree with you when he's his own man and he's doing well?
I think that was a conversation that her and I had that made us realize that we wanted to kind of start pushing the boundaries of what we were doing on camera. Was she said, do you really think that we're going to be together for the next 20 years and that we're never going to swap or bring another penis into our sexual situation? And I said, no, I definitely feel like I'm comfortable enough that I could see us doing that as time goes by. And then we ended up actually orchestrating it on camera.
Are you bisexual?
No.
Okay. All right. Let's sign up. All right. So with regards to bringing the other dude in, would you say that was primarily driven by her?
I would say it was very mutual. You know, we just kind of realized that, you know, after doing that Jason Love scene, we just didn't realize how viral the whole thing was going to be.
See, I just want y'all to pay attention. Like, what he's trying to do is he's trying to get under Adam's skin with these questions. You know, it started with him speaking for Adam to the chick, you know, when Adam was explaining their marriage, how it's open on camera but monogamous off camera. From the very beginning, as soon as Adam started talking, he started trying to speak for Adam. You know what I mean? And from that point up until now, it's like he throwing subliminal shots at Adam, you know, but you supposed to be thinking bigger than this. See, they both got a chip on their shoulder about each other, right? But, you know, at least Adam is professional enough to be bigger than that and try to have a good podcast and have good conversation, good dialogue. But the Caint and the Pretender, he's there, like, he ain't even focusing on the chicks. He ain't trying to, you know, be charismatic with the chicks or none of that. At least Adam is like kind of in a simpish type way. Adam was trying to be, you know, a little charismatic with the chicks, even though it was in simp type fashion. At least he was attempting to. Caint and the Pretender, on the other hand, he ain't even trying to be charismatic with the chicks. He ain't trying to, you know, make a good impression on the chicks or none of that. So pay attention.
And so we kind of got set on the path of thinking about how we could take it to the next level, because it ended up being like by far the most viral thing that any of us had ever been involved with. So at that moment we kind of realized, like, oh, this is kind of our thing now. We have to sort of push at the edges of our conventional relationship, and the people will be incapable.
Bruh.
Well, I mean,
Ain't
mostly
nothing conventional.
well, I mean, we sleep with other girls, but off camera.
You see, he keeps pressing more and more with the square shit. Talking about conventional, bro. Ain't nothing conventional. Like, let the man have his view. If he believes it's conventional, then it's cool. And then if you want to contest what he's saying, it's a certain type of way that you go about it. But the way that he's going about it, it's like the stuff that he's saying an angry black bitch would say. You know, a ghetto ass, unrefined, no class having ass, you know, flip flop, dirty bottom of the feet ass, broad, like, you know, they've been cheated on by every boyfriend she ever had. She tried to be faithful to. They cheated on her, broke her heart. He sound like that. Conventional. But then when he go to talk about his relationship, watch what he say. Just keep that in mind.
Our relationship is entirely traditional.
Crazy. All right. So what I'm really trying to figure out is, because you said you were uncomfortable with the Jason Love scene initially, right?
I was a little conflicted about it. It was a little bit of a weird thing.
And so I'm trying to figure out like where your soul is, and as much as like removing money from the equation. And honestly, at this point, I don't even think money is really the driving force.
He trying to figure out where his soul is. See, man, I knew something was weird about this dude, man. First he asked Adam, is he bisexual? Now he trying to figure out where his soul is, man. Is you trying to snatch this man's soul or something, man? What's wrong with you? You asking him if he's bisexual. He said no. Maybe you didn't believe him or something. That's why you still pressing on. Now you want to know where his soul is. Come on, man. You scaring me now, man. You asking men where their soul is at? Yeah, where your soul at, man? I'm trying to see your soul one time, man. Where your soul at? Let me snatch that thing one time. Is you bisexual? Oh, nah. Okay, cool. All right, but where your soul at though? Man, this dude ain't cool, man. And y'all are, and just keep in mind, I'm being funny, but it's so real because the very first video that I seen from this guy was he did a review on the Iceberg Slim book Pimp. And the way that he was even introduced to that book was a 6 foot big old gay black dude came to his door at 10 o'clock at night and gave him that book. And he tried to make it seem like they didn't have no dealings with each other. You know what I mean? Like he was the new kid on the block, big old black dude come to his door, gay as hell, at 10 o'clock at night, hand him the book, but they ain't got nothing to do with each other. Fast forward years later, he on here asking Adam, is he bisexual and where's his soul at? You know what I mean? This dude ain't cool, man.
Yeah, just to get it out there, me and her are both multimillionaires and have been for many, many years. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So money's not the driving force. So if it were just up to you and she were a robot as opposed to a human.
Now listen to this question. This was probably the dumbest of the questions that he's asked. He gave him a hypothetical situation about his wife being a robot. Listen to this question and pay close attention to what he's saying.
So money's not the driving force. So if it were just up to you and she were a robot as opposed to a human, and you could have it to where you could have things open on your side but closed on her side, would you prefer that?
If she was as opposed to a human and you could have things closed on her side but open on your side, would you prefer that? That's a crazy question. Like, how can somebody realistically answer that question about their wife being a robot? Who in the hell want a wife for a robot? This boy crazy, man. Like I said, man, you the only black person up there. And then you're a black male, which is worse than having a black female up there. A black female up there, as long as she compose herself and don't do too much, she would have went over cool. But you as a black man, they already expect the worst from you. You know what I mean? They probably hardly ever even have black men on here, but they got you on here. You supposed to be above and beyond, man. You supposed to stand and deliver. You supposed to perform, man. And he just keep fumbling the ball left and right. You know what I mean? But just to refresh y'all on the question, he just asked Adam, you know, if you could have your wife be a robot and not a human being, and you could keep things closed on her end but open on your end, would you prefer that?
To be honest, she came to me before we started kind of pushing out the boundaries of our relationship, and she said, what do you think that we should do? Do you think that I should just kind of hang it up and have another kid? Or do you think that we should keep doing this for a few more years and kind of see how far we can take things? And I said, you know what, let's push at the edges. Let's see how far we can take this. So it is primarily a financial thing, but also I can say that when we shot the scene with this other guy the other day, I had a great time. It was fun overall.
Like your time was enhanced because he was there. Because me personally, I like my meat to be the only one on the sandwich.
Right. No, it was exciting. It was exhilarating for sure.
Like what kind of hot dog? It's just like one hot dog on the buns. You're be like you got all these Vienna sausages coming out the woodwork. So you find that it.
And see, you know, he called himself trying to throw shots. But see, this is the thing, right? Like I said, let me just give y'all a little bit of game. As a black man, you supposed to be the best. You supposed to be better than everybody up there. Everything out of your mouth is supposed to be better than anybody up there because you're a black man. You have to do that just so that people could even see you as equal to everybody, let alone above everybody. Just to be accepted, you have to be the best. You have to be the best black man to be accepted as in amongst average white people. You know what I mean? Because you're black. You know, so this was his time to shine. And he keep on trying to take shots at Adam with these little, man, you know, I like my meat to be the only one on the sandwich. You got all these Vienna sausages, man. Corny ass jokes. See, the topic is a good topic. The topic is about Adam's marriage because everybody knows that Adam and his wife, they do content with other people. Other guys and other women, you know, they're very well known for that. So the topic is a juicy topic, right? You know, that was one of the biggest viral moments of this year was when Adam's wife shot that scene with the dude, Jason Love. You know what I mean? So it's a great topic, but the way that he's going about it is so like goofy. You know, he can ask questions to try to provoke some game, make it a game related conversation as opposed to a personal, you don't like their relationship type of conversation. He making the conversation about him as opposed to making it something that could benefit everybody. You know what I mean? Because you might have, like, for instance, the little chick that's sitting 2 chicks away from him, right? The girl with the blue shirt on, 2 girls away from him. You know, she's 20 years old. I didn't play that part, but she hasn't had a boyfriend since she was 14 years old, right? So, she hasn't been in a relationship within her adult life, right? So her and then, you know, she went on to explain that she got health issues and family issues, and that has a lot to do with why she hasn't been in a relationship, right? So I'm sure she's very curious on this podcast, and she's there to learn because everybody up there is more experienced than her when it comes to relationships and being intimate with people, right? So you have, and that's just one, but everybody up there has an open mind and the capacity to learn something, right? So, you know, and if I'm not mistaken, this bowling ball head ass nigga, he does consultations, I believe. But basically, and then not just that, but that's the cold part about it. He was actually a school teacher before. This dude used to be a school teacher. So you're a teacher by profession. So this was your time to educate. You know, ask questions that's going to provoke thought. Ask questions that are going to have answers with game in it. You know what I mean? Ask Adam questions about why him and his wife have this kind of relationship. What type of relationships were they in before? Has he ever been in a relationship with somebody else? Has he had a girlfriend that he was with like this? Has his wife ever been with another man before him in a relationship like this? How did they even discover that they were both open to that kind of stuff? How did they break the ice with that? It's so many good ass questions that he could have asked, but he asking these goofy ass questions to try to make Adam look stupid instead of, you know, and then not just that, but like if he would have been cool, Adam probably would have had him back on No Jumper because he'd been on No Jumper before, even though he was with Flacco and that interview was garbage. But if he would have went about this the right way, Adam probably would have invited him back, just like with Sharp. You know what I mean? See, one thing about Sharp, even though, you know, he's argumentative with the females and shit like that, Sharp know how to ask some cool questions and Sharp is still gonna bring some value to the situation. You know what I mean? And he's entertaining. You know? So say what you want about Sharp, but Adam saw the value in Sharp, and that's why Sharp has done over 100 episodes with no jumper at this point. You know what I mean? As opposed to this guy right here, he just fumbling left and right. He asking goofy ass questions that ain't provoking no thought, that's not educational to anybody up there, especially like the young chick that I just mentioned. You know what I mean? He just going about this shit all the way wrong. And it's because he thinks so small. Like I said, he acting like a black bitch with 5 baby daddies who all cheated on her and left her ass high and dry. Now she taking care of 5 kids by herself, and she mad, and she want to know why dudes can't just be with one woman. You know what I mean? That's what he on. Like, why you can't just be with one woman? he asking questions of a black woman scorn. You know what I mean?
It's enhanced by that, because I find like
I thought it was fun. Yeah.
Okay.
In a different way than, you know, sleeping with other girls. We've done that hundreds of times together.
Right.
So this was something that switched it up a little bit. Yeah.
Do you think with all of these unusual sexual experiences that it might lead you down a path to where you have to go to extreme things to get off?
No, I've been jerking.
And see, like, see, that's how you know this man is not no pimping. See, like I said, you know, people say what they want about Sharp, but I think if Sharp was up here, you know, it would have been much more entertaining. And, you know, Sharp would have asked some better questions. If he was going to ask Adam some questions, they would have been much better questions, you know. And even though Sharp probably would have got into it with a couple of these broads, if not a few of them, you know, at least he would have asked some good questions while he was up there. You know what I mean? And, you know, I got my own little critiques about Sharp, but he's way better than this dude. They not even in the same galaxy. And at least Sharp is from the game for real. At least Sharp is authentic. This dude right here, mystery. Whole history is a mystery. You know what I mean? And it shows in his behavior. You know, his questions, his demeanor, his energy, everything about him says fraudulent. You know what I mean? And see what this game do, right? This game is that black light. You know how like with the $100 bill, when you hold the black light up to it, you know, holograms and shit start showing, you know, but to the untrained eye and to the plain eye, you can't see them different holograms and shit like that. So you can't just eyeball a $100 bill and see if it's real or fake. You know what I mean? You need that special black light. That's what this game is. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm holding that special black light up to this game, and it's a whole bunch of fraudulent shit coming from this dude. You know what I mean? That's what I want y'all to understand.
Working off to the exact same type of content my entire life. So the idea that porn.
And then listen to the question that he just asked, the question that Adam is answering right now. You know, having these kind of experiences with your wife, do you think it's going to make you want to push the boundaries later on and do more extreme things to get off? Who asks a question like that on a platform like this? You is a goofball.
That guys who watch porn have to sort of slowly get into more and more extreme
I'm not talking
content.
about watching it. You're in it.
Right, yeah, but I mean, I've been doing porn on camera with her,
yeah.
and this is the only thing that we've done that took it to another level.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we did 7 years straight of just having sex with other girls on camera. This is the only thing that we've done that kind of opened it up a little bit, to the tune of us becoming like probably one of the most viral couples in America in the past year. So in terms of where we could take it, I mean, I'm not doing any gay shit, and so that's probably like the primary thing. We've had obviously people asking us if we would ever shoot with a trans person. I'm not interested in that either. So I can't really think of where we would take it.
Okay, without belaboring it, I'm gonna let you carry on.
Sure.
Just one last piece. You know, sometimes we aren't really, you know, seeing ourselves in as much as you said she brought the conversation to you. You said that you didn't feel comfortable initially with the Jason Love being involved in.
Well,
and you
I agreed
adjusted-
to the Jason Love thing.
sec.
It was just once it actually took place, I had a tiny amount of buyer's remorse that I quickly replaced with realizing like, oh, this is not a big deal. Nothing changed in our relationship after she shot with another guy.
And then it's like he keep on going back to Adam being uncomfortable with her doing the scene with another guy. Like, get past that, dude. He already said that he got over it. How come you ain't over it? How come you still stuck on him being uncomfortable with her doing that scene? Like, Adam done already got past that. Move the conversation along. Let the conversation evolve. You know, don't run all the way to the first yard line and then, you know, take the football and run it back to the 50-yard line just so you could run to the end zone again, get to the first yard, then go back again. Quit doing that. You know what I mean? You at the goal line, take it to the end zone, man. Take the conversation to the next phase. You know what I mean? Let the conversation evolve. And then on top of that, get the chicks involved too. You know what I mean?
So that was pretty abated quickly.
Right. So it's like called the inversion of morals, which is to say that truth be told, in your heart of hearts, you're not comfortable with it. You want to retain your spouse.
Now he trying to tell Adam what he is. You know what I mean? He trying to force him to not be comfortable with it still. You know? Like, this dude is crazy, man.
Of
1 second, I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you at all because I do want to hear you out.
You're kind of pushing like a fake narrative by saying that I'm uncomfortable with it.
But I never interrupted you.
Very comfortable
I never interrupted you because I want to hear you out.
I just wanted to save you a little bit of breath by correcting you before.
I'm not trying to get you angry. I sincerely am interested in what you have to say, but I didn't interrupt you one time. So the reason I ask is because, as I said, you started off. You said that you felt uncomfortable when it happened. She brought up the conversation. You're not bisexual. So sometimes when things happen and you want to keep your lady, you make the adjustment, compromising, but in your heart of heart, that's not really what you wanted. So you're being open, and then you had this idea planted, and then you start adopting it, thinking like, okay, well, I'm okay with it. Maybe it's something that I signed off on too. So you assign it mutuality when in actual fact, the inception of that idea came from her and you've adjusted to it.
I wouldn't say the inception of the idea came entirely from her. This is a conversation we've been having throughout the entirety of our relationship as we met more and more male performers that I was comfortable with, and sort of slowly over time realized that this is something that we both felt comfortable with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so when you say that you were comfortable with, right, and it came over time, whereas with the females, it just came straight away, almost like a natural thing, you might say.
Right.
So why in terms of when the guy comes along, there has to be a process, because it's a process of adjusting to something that's unpleasant.
See, I think I think the Kate and the Pretender, you know, he really trying to turn this into an interview, for like a job interview, not like a podcast interview. He really trying to audition, man. He really trying to get into bed with Adam and his lady, but he really there for Adam. You know what I mean? The lady is secondary. It's just buy one, get one free. You know what I mean? But he really, like, listen to the questions that he's asking. You know what I mean? Like, this shit is crazy.
Why was there a process that it took some adoption? What are you asking?
Yeah, it seems as though different than the females came naturally, and it seemed to not be an issue.
Grid One Motorsports donated $200. I guess it is fair that you get to bang other girls, so logically she should get outside D. Still, gotta be tough to see another dude rail your woman. Also, paging Butler, these folks need your wisdom.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this dude gets it, that of course it's going to be a little awkward for you to go through the transition of seeing your girl do that for the first time. But ultimately, she told me, even up until the moment that she was leaving the house to go shoot it, she's like, I won't do this if you don't feel comfortable with it. Mm-hmm. And I told her, even though there is a degree.
Okay, so basically, as you can see, he's taking the conversation further and further into a weird-ass direction. You know what I mean? Now I'm going to skip a little. Hold on.
And I know maybe people watching might not be able to relate to this, but say once you cross $2 million, right? Have you found that there are a significant number of things you can do with money that you can't do when you have $2 million versus, say, $15 million?
I'm not really doing anything with any of the money I make. I don't have any sort of like fancy habits or hobbies or anything like that. And she's the same way as me. I mean, we're into buying property and starting businesses and stuff like that, but it's not really about the money and what we can do with it, because we don't really do anything with it.
Right. So when you say there was an underlying value, what is the underlying value of your wife getting railed by a big black guy?
Probably just money primarily, but then also
right, like the way he's asking the questions, it just sounds so feminine. Like it sounds personal. You know, it sounds like he always wanted Adam as his man, but, you know, he's never been able to make his dreams come true. And now that he's face to face with the man of his dreams, he want answers. You know what I mean? But the answers that he want just ain't cool, man. You know, like, where's the value in your wife getting railed by a big black guy? Like, you know, I mean, I don't understand it. And see, this comes after Adam was saying that, you know, it was a big payday for him and his wife. They made over 7 figures, you know, so they made money in the millions from that one scene. So obviously the value is, you know, some money for sure, but he wants to dig deeper and wants to understand what the value is. And that, I don't know, maybe Adam liked the idea of the shit, you know, his wife being with another chick. And if so, well, ask that question. You know what I mean? But these personal questions like your feelings is hurt by this whole situation, I don't know. Shit just weird, man.
I think, you guys, all right. Wait, go ahead. Let one of them talk.
Sexual
I think that's a checkmate.
Exciting,
that's a checkmate right there. That's a checkmate. Let one of them explain why that didn't make sense. Go ahead, Love. That was a checkmate. Go ahead.
That what? About
Wait,
you
I don't
getting
think
railed by
anyone
big
saw
black
that.
guy?
Go ahead.
What do you mean?
Tice, go ahead.
I don't know who
Wait.
his wife fucked. Was it?
Wait, okay,
It was a
should
big
we
black
pull
guy.
up?
Yeah, but
Here,
it's
we'll
a
pull
so
up.
confused.
Nick, the last
You know what I'm
clip,
saying, okay.
the last clip from Lena's Instagram, it's pulled up.
The clip, jeez.
Audio.
Hey guys, guess who I'm shooting with today?
She's so pretty.
Thanks.
It's finally happening. Wow.
Shout out to my guy Jason over there. See the way they're laughing and just kind of having a good time. I feel like that's kind of like a peek behind the curtain for a lot of non-porn stars to realize that, you know, shooting this kind of content, it's not some seedy environment, you know. She had a good time on set. I'm sure he had a good time. I, you know, grew accustomed to it rather quickly. So.
And see, you see how Adam is basically expressing that he's comfortable with it. It's cool. Him and his wife and the guy, they had a good time. You know what I mean? But your boy, Marquisha is still in her feelings about the shit. You know what I mean?
Do you have one final point or anything for Andrew? I do want to try to get
there was a point in which, like, the argumentative piece I was getting to kind of reached a culmination. I thought they got it, but they didn't understand it. Do you want to summarize that? Do you recall?
Yeah, so basically you said the reason the value is the financial value, is the financials you get from the videos, but then you also say that you don't do anything with the money, that it doesn't really matter to you, so you guys don't live a luxurious.
All right, so we're going to skip forward a little bit. Hold on.
Gave birth a couple months ago.
Trying to find this one part.
Is going.
Well, yeah, they had a good time on set that day, that's for sure. Yeah.
Well, let's not dig in too deep on that.
And see, that was the dude's cue. Dude was trying to give him the cue, like, man, lighten up a little bit. Let's not dogpile Adam.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, images of
Well,
her
when
body.
Jason Love shows up, the body itself is going.
Well, yeah, they had a good time on set that day, that's for sure. Yeah.
Well, let's not dig in too deep on Adam here.
Pause.
Okay, so what?
And you see the host, he's like, he been really uncomfortable this whole time, but he finally had to pump the brakes on your boy Marquisha. You know what I mean? Marquisha, man, slow down a little bit, man. Let's move on.
Going to you, your current relationship status.
So I have.
And can I have you, if you can, try to scoot into the table? I know it's very tight, if you're able to.
Yeah. Good.
You find out when you get a big fucking sore on your penis.
Okay, what happens if someone does have herpes that you guys want to have sex with?
Get
Do you
it.
Okay.
I don't know.
So you're dating a Slovakian?
Yeah.
So here's one of the more obvious points where, you know, he's like trying to be combative with the chicks as opposed to harmonious with the chicks. You know what I mean? Like I said, he was trying to be combative with this chick right here that's talking with the red hair next to Adam, but by her English being kind of broken, you know, she wasn't really catching on to his bullshit, and so it wasn't really going over. But just pay attention.
How long have you guys been dating?
3 years.
Oh, 3 years.
Oh, we are like couple. We are not dating. We are couple. I'm sorry.
Oh, what?
Dating essentially means
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
You're boyfriend, girlfriend.
Boyfriend.
Boyfriend. Okay. Wait,
Nice.
Yeah.
For you, and you said for 3 years, correct?
As soon as she said that she only shoots with other girls, my heart dropped a little bit. But
Rip. Oh no, never say never, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
never
that was what I was going to
say
say next
never.
year.
no jumper podcast.
How'd you meet the guy?
So he came to my country. I was never been here, you know.
All right.
And he just wanted to go out with me, so I go with him, and we just had a sex first night.
Nice, nice.
And we started.
Michael Pratchett, you say, how you gonna be in harmony with some bees? I guess you mean bees as in bitches. See, when I say be in harmony, I'm talking about in harmony as far as the conversation. You know, that's what everybody is there for. The host, I'm pretty sure, strategically put everybody up there so that they can have a harmonious conversation going on. You know what I mean? Where everybody's in sync with each other. Everybody's on the same page. The conversation is flowing smoothly. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody making the energy rough. Ain't nobody going against the grain. Everybody is like smooth with the conversation. That's what I mean by harmony. You know what I mean? Y'all be trying to sound overtly pimpish when you don't be sounding pimpish at all. Oh man, what you mean be in harmony with the bitch, man? I ain't in harmony with no damn bitch. You know what I mean? It's pimping on mine. Hey man, hey listen man, Freeze told you man, if didn't nobody else tell you man, hey, it's cool to be in harmony with some bitches, man. You know, that's what pimping like. You know, myself, I love being in harmony with bitches, man. I don't know about you, but that's my thing. You know what I mean? I specialize in being in harmony with bitches, man. So ain't nothing wrong with it, man. It's okay, man. Go try it sometime, man. It's cool.
Hard to be like a couple.
And then he brought you here.
Since this day. What?
So he brought you here.
He brought me here, yeah.
Okay, so he's a wealthy guy.
No, he's a normal guy.
No.
He's YouTuber. And
no, I know your country. The per capita income.
See, look, now he trying to tell her about her country. You know what I mean? Like, he asked her if he was a wealthy guy. She like, nah, whoop. You know what I mean? Because they live in the U.S. now. Now, maybe in their country, because her boyfriend, he from the same country she from. You know, they both Slovakian. Like, their country, you know, it's not as much money flowing through that thing. You know what I mean? The economy is kind of, you know, on the lower end. So, you know, he's trying to flex right here with his knowledge. You know, now if you do have knowledge of her country, like you're portraying yourself to be, you know, you're supposed to use that again to provoke thought, not to try to challenge her and tell her about the country that she's from, been in all of her life. He is somebody who probably ain't never even been to her country, but if he has, you know what I mean, he only was there, you know, for the blink of an eye, and then he was somewhere else. But he trying to tell her about her country like he know better about her country than she do. You know what I mean? And again, look at how the white girl next to him is looking at him. You know what I mean? She is just like, so like, oh my gosh, this typical ass nigga.
Comes like $32,000 per annum. So if he was able to take you from there to here, he would be wealthy in the context of your country.
Okay, he's wealthy, but not
right. Okay, come on, let's be correct.
Billionaire.
Here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, let's be correct here. Like, how you gonna try to correct this chick about her country? You know what I mean? And then she's saying that he's not wealthy because they don't live in that country. They live in the U.S. So the U.S., it ain't where you from, it's where you at. And where they are is the U.S. So by U.S. standards, her boyfriend wouldn't be considered wealthy. You know what I mean? In her country, but that shit don't matter because they don't live there. They live in the U.S. So when she said that, he talking about let's be correct here, when she said that her boyfriend ain't wealthy, she was being correct by U.S. standards, which is where they are, not where they from.
Well, there's a big gap between a billionaire and wealthy in Slovakia, right?
Yeah, because this is a little country, you know.
I do know. Yeah.
So it's very hard to
I do know.
come from this country. You have to have money. You have to do something.
Or that
leave
brain
that country,
game.
You
You
know?
gotta be a throat goat.
The average.
You see how that brain game, you gotta be a throat goat. Like, he like trying to poke fun at the bitch, but by her English not being the best, she didn't even catch on to what he was saying. Straight goofball. And then if you're gonna poke fun and try to make light of the situation, you know, do it in a way that's not so offensive. Because now, by the way that he dealing with her, I know all the other chicks that's coming behind her is like scared of him interacting with them. You know what I mean? He probably got all the chicks on edge now, like, damn, he gonna come for me next. You know what I mean? As opposed to, damn, I can't wait till he asks me a question. I can't wait till he says something to me. Oh my goodness, he's just so brilliant. He's so unique. He's so charismatic. He's so fly. He's so smooth. He just has a way with words and a way with people. I just can't wait for him to ask me a question. Look at them bitches, man. They can't wait. I mean, they hoping. They got their fingers crossed, hoping that he don't ask them no questions. As the only black man up there, you know what I mean? He's proven every suspicion right. And he's not dispelling any doubts at all.
Salary, like the average salary in my country for one person is 700 euros.
Right.
And it's
per month.
Nothing. Yeah, per month. It's nothing, you know.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. And you've been you met him in Slovakia, is that
Yeah.
correct? And then you both came here. You've been living here ever since.
He lives here for 10 years.
Oh,
so.
he was already here, but you guys met.
It's recruiting down there, boy.
See, he keep on like trying to throw little shots, you know what I mean? Like little awkward humor. You know what I mean? And like I said, he just doesn't even know that he's, you know, them chicks and people got that bad. That's why I hate to use this in this point, right? Because people always using, they're smiling. That's an uncomfortable smile. People abuse that. Like, it's so many situations and so many different videos and shit where, you know, a chick really is comfortable and, you know, but and she's smiling, but because of the situation, they want to say, oh, it's an uncomfortable smile. Some of these chicks, they smile is probably a little comfortable, but it's some uncomfortable smiles in there too.
Oh, we got another one.
Let me skip it forward a little bit. Trying to get to the other point where he was getting into it with this other chick. See, he start going in on her a little bit too. This next chick.
Of getting tested. What about you?
I'm single. I've been single since June, and my longest relationship was 1.5 years, and it's the person that I filmed most my boy-girl with.
Wait, so sorry, you've been single since June.
Yeah.
But you're currently involved with this, or
no?
sorry,
like, when I started OnlyFans, I had a boyfriend.
Okay,
that I was and I was with him for 1.5 years, and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've done BG content, correct?
Yeah.
And do you do content with your boyfriend? Slovakia. Do you do content with your?
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah,
content?
I do content with
BG?
my boyfriend, only with my boyfriend as a boy, but with girls too.
Okay, girl content too. And
Yeah,
then Corey,
GG.
do you do?
I sell nudes. But
So
I'll
look-
do some girl on girl videos like Karina
Like,
and I. We have a hot
self-cleaning.
video out there.
Okay. Have you done? You've done no boy girl content.
No boy girl, no, just
Okay.
girls. Yeah.
Gotcha. So you used to shoot content with your boyfriend,
Yeah.
but you've been single for 6 months.
Yeah.
And longest relationship?
1.5 years.
1.5 years. Did you say that? Jeez, I'm
Yeah.
terrible. Okay. What about you?
I'm single. I've been single since probably last March. Yeah, longest relationship, 1.5 years, 2 years-ish.
Okay. Got it. What about you?
I'm married. I've been married.
Let me skip forward a little bit. I'm just trying to point out the awkward parts to y'all where he just being socially awkward so much.
I've been single for a really long time. Like, I don't think I can even recall when my last relationship was, but my long
We're going to skip past this. Hey, man, if y'all ain't wiped your feet off at the door when you step into a pimp's domain, please do so now. What I mean by that, hit that like button, man.
How long have you been seeing your husband?
Well, we only dated for 3 months before
okay.
we got married. I did have a previous relationship for like 3 to 4 years.
Okay, so that was your longest.
That was my longest,
but not
yes.
okay. Got it. Marquette, what about you?
Mark.
Look how he corrects the dude, Marquette. You know what I mean? Which sound, to me, Marquette sound goofier. I mean, Marquette sound better than Marquette. Marquette just sound goofy as hell. You know what I mean? Marquette sound like your mama didn't like your ass. And that's why she named you Marquette, because she really wanted a daughter. You know what I mean? So she trained you up and raised you up to be her daughter, even though you was her son. You know what I mean? And she wanted a daughter named Marquette. But since she ended up having a boy, she still named your ass Marquette. And, you know, yeah, so she didn't like you. That's why she named you Marquette. You know what I mean? She was fed up with your ass before you came out the womb. You know what I mean? That's why she named you Marquette. She knew you was going to be a bitch ass nigga. You know what I mean? That's why she named you Marquette. You know what I mean? Because the apple don't fall too far from the tree. You was going to be a broad and feminine just like her.
Sorry.
Get it right.
My bad.
Get it right.
You have a high level.
And watch how he takes another shot at Adam again. You know what I mean? It's like he ain't even there for the chicks, man. He there like just to take shots at Adam and not, you know, take this time to shine the way he was supposed to, man. And not just shine for himself, but make black men look good, make black people look good. You know what I mean? He didn't do anything above and beyond. He didn't do anything unique. You know, everything he did was small as hell for these big ass platforms that he owned.
Level of whiteness, so I'm not going to hold this against you.
Okay. I'm very.
Like you surf, right?
I do surf.
Exactly.
There's a high-
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. So,
remember
don't worry.
when you came to like dap me up? I totally butchered
That was
it.
awkward as hell. I figured like
I'm too white, bro.
you're
You gotta
in
give me a
show business,
handshake.
You met some of the blacks, but apparently not.
I'm too white. I only do
It's all
handshakes.
good.
What's your way of dapping up?
The way every
did
black
this.
guy does it?
No. He did like this thing, and I instantly my
Don't
like
look so awkward with
anxiety
it,
just
though.
like
It was
went
crazy.
like-
It was crazy. No.
I was like, fuck, how do I do this?
Yeah, it was special.
Yeah, it was special. That was weird as hell. But watch how he breaks down his relationship situation. And watch how he tries to take another cheap shot at Adam.
Yeah. Like you hang around a lot of the blats, right? So you know what we do.
His wife does.
Yeah.
She did a shot at his wife.
Yeah. You're cool with me. You're cool with me. Jesus Christ.
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
What the hell is that?
All right.
Never mind.
All right, so one thing I'm curious about, though, I don't know if you're curious, is like if you do OnlyFans, like why do you also have to be a scuba diver, right? It's like why can't you just?
Oh, so he finna start prying at the chick that's in the right corner, in the back. You know, he's trying to poke fun at her, take shots at her about doing OnlyFans and being a quote unquote scuba diver. You know what I mean? Because she does underwater something. You know what I mean? So he kind of like trying to take shots at her a little bit and poke fun. And, you know, this is probably the least of the worst that he did on here. But it just still was like, it just wasn't fly, man. It was just socially awkward. And like I said, you supposed to be big on here, man. Everything that you do, everything that you say is supposed to be big and thought-provoking and suspenseful. You know, he didn't do none of that. Everything he did on here was small, average, regular.
Just do OnlyFans and what are you making that? You do OnlyFans, you're also like a fucking scuba diver.
Or is it underwater photography?
I worked as a shark feeder for a lot of years, and then I switched to underwater portraits. But I started OnlyFans basically just because it was fun, and then secondly so that I could buy nicer camera equipment.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. Strangely, though, I do get a vibe from you. Is like if you were, say, you were putting in an application, like if you had to apply to OnlyFans with like a resume, a job resume, right? Would you say that the throat game is one of your strengths? Because I sense that from you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is one
crazy.
of my strengths.
Okay, that's amazing. Okay.
You detected it?
No, it's
Like you
something.
just-
Yeah. It's a sense. A lot of you know. But Little House on the Prairie, though, I'm just curious. How have you never had a man?
See, he trying, man. He trying, but it just ain't, you know, like calling her Little House on the Prairie, that was corny. You know what I mean? Like, it's a way to be humorous and actually funny. You know what I mean? Maybe because he around a bunch of white people, he trying to come with the white people humor, but it just ain't, the humor ain't humoring, man.
She's 20, so.
I'm 20, and I
Not a
was
lot of
traveling
time.
around a lot. I had personal issues, family related, and a lot of health issues, and I realized that, well, I've also had a lot of very strong values, so I had a lot of opportunities, but I could just see early on that if it wasn't going to work, I only wanted to date for a long-term relationship. If it wasn't going to work, it
For
was
marriage or for a long-term
Yes.
relationship?
Yeah, for marriage. And
Okay.
if it wasn't going to work, I could see that early on. I thought, I'm not going to waste my time or their time, and I also just had a lot of health conditions and family things, and I just thought,
Are you religious?
I would say I'm Christian, but I'm not extremely religious. Yeah.
And see, that's what I was saying. Like, just like that girl's perspective, you know, that was his opportunity to be big. Like, and you know, by you having somebody young and impressionable like that on the platform, you know, you supposed to be big, man. You supposed to, you know, make black men look good. You supposed to represent, man. And he just didn't represent, man.
A main chick and side hoes. Side.
Okay, hold on. You go back a little bit.
Give us a hint.
Yeah.
Give us a hint.
I'm doing what Adam would do if he was a boss.
You see what he just said? He's talking about his relationship situation now. He's doing what Adam would do if he was a boss. Now listen, which is the cheap shot that I was talking about, but listen to what his explanation of what a boss is, which he's saying that Adam is not. Just listen to it.
Which is to say,
Adam is a boss. For the record.
which is to say that my lady's 100% monogamous and only wants to be monogamous, and then I do what I want to do.
I see.
So he called himself one up in Adam with that explanation, right? His lady, which I don't even believe, like, I just don't believe nothing this dude say, man. He's so fraudulent. Like I said, I'm holding the game up to him, the game light, and I'm not seeing the holograms that I'm supposed to see. I'm not seeing the watermarks that I'm supposed to see under the game light. You know what I mean? And honestly, I think that whole explanation that he just gave is fraudulent. But that's just me, though. You ain't got to believe what I believe. But, you know, I just know how to read characters and read people and read body language and tone of voice and all of that type of, you know, wording. I just know how to read that type of shit. And it just sounds fraudulent. But what he said was that his woman is 100% monogamous, only wants to be 100% monogamous, and he does what he wants. You know what I mean? And that's supposed to be a one-up to Adam. Like, that's something that Adam should be aspiring to, which, you know, she ain't the baddest chick in the world, but Adam's wife, she's easy on the eyes. You know what I mean? She's attractive. And I don't know, man. This bowling ball head ass dude, I just highly doubt that his woman looks aesthetically as good as Adam's wife does. First of all, I don't think she's as attractive, whoever she is. And then on top of that, I know for sure she's not nearly as successful. So him and his quote unquote monogamous partner, they not nearly as successful as either Adam or his wife individually, let alone collectively. You know what I mean? So, and then Adam is, you know, he done made it clear that, you know, the shit that his wife is doing with other men is because he approves of it. You know what I mean? But I don't know. This dude is just weird, man, the whole time. I ain't seen nothing remarkable yet.
Would you say you have a main piece, a main chick, and side hoes, side chicks?
No, because every woman I deal with is conservative. So every woman I would deal with, it would be for the potential of having in a long-term relationship. So I try not to deal with dirt bags.
So you like multiple? Do you want multiple wives?
I wouldn't ever get married legally, and obviously polygyny is.
Wait a minute, man. I know this boy didn't just say polygyny. Polygyny? Hey, man, I'm not the smartest person in the world, man. You know, I'm not like him. I ain't never been no school teacher. I didn't graduate from Berkeley and all of that shit, man. But polygyny? Come on, man. You got all these degrees in education and, you know, the resume and everything like that. Did this boy just say polygyny? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to play it again.
Do you want multiple wives?
I wouldn't ever get married legally, and obviously polygyny is.
That man did say polygyny. Can somebody, because I'm not the smartest. Freeze ain't the smartest person in the world. You know what I mean? Hey, man, somebody spell polygyny for me, because I don't know how to spell that word. I've never heard that word. Polygyny. Somebody spell that for me. And can somebody Google the definition of polygyny? Do you know how to spell it? And is there a definition for it? Polygyny. You know what I mean? I ain't got my dictionary in front of me, but I would look that word up. But I'm pretty sure that polygyny is not a word. Polygyny is not in the dictionary. Polygyny. I don't know, man. I know polygamy, but let's continue.
Is illegal in the United States,
right?
But you know, we keeping things open, see if we can, you know, make a contribution out here.
So you have multiple concurrent, long-term, one-directional, monogamous relationships
with conservative women, correct?
I see. Okay, all right. What's the pitch? Because I feel like how do you pitch it to the chicks? Because I'm sure a lot of guys would love that, right, where their girls are monogamous to them. They don't sleep with other guys, but they can have multiple.
Are you sure
women?
A lot of guys wouldn't want to be like Adam and, you know, have their woman in them streets?
I mean, she's not really in the streets.
And you see, he keep on trying to take these little cheap shots. Like, man, Adam's wife is blowing you and your whatever you call it, whatever you got going on, man. He blowing y'all out the water. Or his wife alone is blowing y'all out the water. But you see, he keep on trying to take cheap shots again. Like I said, instead of being big, instead of making himself and black men as a whole look fantastic on this platform, he just being like it's an uncomfortable vibe. You know, it's just not fly. You know what I mean? Like, he's cool with the host. Obviously, the host is the one, I believe, who invited him on the show. So, you know, you should be doing everything. I would imagine this. I don't know if this is his first time on there or not, but if it is, you know, you should be going above and beyond to, you know, make the host's judgment call valid on bringing you on here. You know what I mean? And then again, like I said, Adam, if you're going to be on these platforms like this, Adam is somebody that you want to be cool with. You know, me, myself, I wouldn't get on these platforms. You know, I got my own reasons that I'll talk about another time. But if this is what you're going to do, these are the people that you want to be cool with. You want to make connections with. You know, you're supposed to look at this as like, you know, an opportunity to be big. And like I said, make yourself look good, make black men look good, but just ain't working, man.
She just shoots porn with other guys from time to time. I feel like a lot of people like to extrapolate from our actual monogamous relationship and take the porn element and act as if that's what we're doing on a consistent basis, when in reality, her and I are faithful to each other.
Number one, I don't want to hurt your feelings. I am just teasing you. So
That's not a possibility.
I just want to throw that out there. But I think it's strange if you put terminology on something and you're using what's called euphemistic circumlocution. You're trying
Smaller
to make
words.
You see how the chick says smaller words. Like, he came with this term, and it's cool that you know unfamiliar terms and stuff like that. But listen, man, this ain't the time or the place to be trying to come with that type of education. Look at what he do, and look how it goes over with everybody.
Strange if you put terminology on something and you're using what's called euphemistic circumlocution. You're trying
Smaller
to make
words.
No.
Smaller words.
We
I don't know how effective that's going to be.
I got you.
Translate to
What's a
Slovakian
euphemism?
if you
What's a
can.
euphemism?
Smaller words.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Okay, goddamn.
No,
Okay,
I
all
mean,
right.
smaller words.
I got you.
You're
I got
talking to
you.
women. We
Right.
Euphemism is a nice way of saying
Saying
something.
something, right.
Right.
And
That sounds
circumlocution.
Wait, what did
Anyways,
you say?
look.
I said that there's a lot of women on this panel, so
I
we
got
need
you.
smaller
Yeah,
words.
let me
We're
break this
simple-minded
down.
creatures.
Oh, we got a pearl on our hands over here.
So here's the thing.
That was Adam's first shot at him. I think he was saying a pearl, talking to the Caint and the Pretender.
You know damn well you're not monogamous.
You see how he keep trying to impose his opinion and impose his viewpoint on Adam? You know damn well you're not monogamous. He just keep coming off like an angry baby mama that want her baby daddy back, but her baby daddy don't want nothing to do with her. He just keep coming off like that. You know damn well you're not monogamous. What man talks to another man like that? You know what I mean? See, white guys don't expect this type of behavior from each other. Right? You know what I mean? It's bad enough that it's not a surprise when it comes from black men. This type of energy, this type of behavior. You know what I mean? So because it's not a surprise, you're supposed to counteract that type of expectation and go above and beyond. You see what I'm saying? Like this whole, you know damn well you not monogamous. Like, come on, Marquisha. Marquisha, lighten up, man. Breathe, man. Exhale. Marquisha, it's going to be cool, man. Your baby daddy don't want you no more, but hey, man, there's other fish out there in the sea. You're going to be all right, man. Golly. Like, all this pent-up anger that Marquisha got on this show is just crazy, man.
We are on off camera.
Right. So it's like going into the metaverse is not necessary. There's no life on camera and life off camera. It's either you're monogamous or you're not monogamous.
If you got a movie role and you kissed a girl in the movie role, would you still be monogamous in your relationship? I mean, I realize that the sex thing is more of a real physical act, right?
Did you compare a movie kiss? You compared a movie kiss to your girl getting smacked down?
It literally is.
still
They're
an
making a
intimate
piece of
act.
content. They're making a film.
I actually agree with him. I would say that's not being.
And you see how the chicks is agreeing with Adam and disagreeing with Marquisha? He acting just like his name is. You know what I mean? He acting just like his name sound. You know what I mean? His name sound ghetto and he acting ghetto. You know what I mean? Marquisha, he acting like a damn Marquisha. The chicks is agreeing with Adam, and Adam, that was a smart chess move on his end, like, if you're doing a movie role and you kiss somebody, is that not monogamous? Does that mean you're not monogamous? Because to guys, guys aren't as sensitive as women when it comes to intimacy. So Adam might have did that inadvertently or intentionally, I don't know. But, to a woman, a kiss is a big deal, right? You know what I mean? Just like intercourse is a big deal. To a woman, it's all a big deal. So, of course, Marquisha, the angry baby mama, she don't understand that. So, now it's starting to become more obvious that the chicks is, in agreement with Adam and disagreeing with Marquisha.
I feel like you're intentionally misunderstanding what I'm saying.
No, not at all.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that there is a difference between doing things off camera.
Let me
and
ask
on
you a
camera,
question.
right?
if you think I'm intentionally misunderstanding. You think if we took a poll right now, we said, would you consider Adam's relationship monogamous? Would people vote yes, it's monogamous, or no, it's not monogamous?
Obviously, it comes with a very big caveat that says,
why must there be a caveat?
On camera, the rules are slightly
But that's the whole point. There's no caveat. You're creating a false frame.
There is a caveat. I just named the caveat.
You're creating
I think everybody here actually
frame.
understands it, right?
Yeah. No, that's not true.
You see all the girls nodding their head?
No, that's because you have 3 conservative individuals here, and then you have everyone else here is in sex work.
She just said she understands
Dude,
what I'm
I would
saying.
say she's not in sex work. She's.
Yeah, but why they put her between? This is confusing, right?
Oh yeah.
Because she's pretty and I need her next to me.
No, I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
if
what's
it
your
was to
job?
be like conservative and then OnlyFans girls, they
hold
would
on.
switch. But
That is true.
Hold on,
That is
just
true.
one sec, guys.
Mr. Adam
Hold on, let me skip forward a little bit.
Agree on that, but I think it's very disingenuous to call it monogamy when it's not monogamy.
Well,
And the
it's
only
monogamy off camera.
that's like me saying that, inside of this room,
You don't
fill
really
in the
need to
blank
say
is
it's
a condition.
like anything. It
Fill
just
in the
is a
blank.
statement of fact, right?
No, it's not, because you're creating a false condition, as though life is different when you turn on a camera and turn off a camera.
I think when I say
So if you're a
monogamy,
weird-
monogamy.
Boy, he just, man, I know a cheated on baby mama. I know a baby mama scorned when I see one, man. And he just like, he really want Adam to admit that his relationship is not monogamous, man. But if Adam says his marriage is monogamous and his wife says it's monogamous, hey, man, let it be, man. Stop trying to force them to be something that you want them to be, man. They not living for you, and they don't have to agree with you. And Adam has been disagreeing with you since the beginning of the podcast. And you still going on 30, 40 minutes later, and you still trying to force him to see that his marriage ain't monogamous. Come on, Marquisha. It's cool, man. One of these days, you're going to find you a nice young gentleman out there that's going to love you for you. It's not Adam22, man. Adam is happily married, man. He don't want to mess with you. And, hey, man, just accept it and move on, man. It's cool. It's going to be all right, Marquisha.
On or off camera, I think everyone understands.
This is really
right?
important. No, I like where we're at right now. What we're experiencing is that you know what you're doing is wrong, so you have this
Now he's saying that you know what you're doing is wrong. This is crazy, man. How he got to know what he doing is wrong, man? And who are you to say what's right and what's wrong? You know what I mean? You need to concern yourself with making your head look cool when you go out in public, man, because that head, boy, man, you need to invest in some hats and some beanies and things like that. Do-rags at least or something, man. Like anything look better than that bare head, man. Like, man, you got bigger fish to fry instead of trying to convince Adam that he's not monogamous when he knows that he is to himself. You dig?
duality in your mind and in your psyche to make you feel like because you turned on the camera and because you're getting paid, now it's okay. When in actual fact, I'll tell you how we know it's wrong. Would you feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
And what does that have to do with anything? Let's see where he going with this bullshit, though.
Probably not now.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. And I'll give you an example. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed because you know what you're doing is wrong and the product of what you're doing is bad.
See, you know what I mean? He trying to play Mr. Morally Correct and all this old bullshit, man. Hey, listen, man, that was a terrible analogy, first of all, or a terrible comparison. He compared a girl's father subscribing to her OnlyFans to a marriage that's open on camera. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, that's a horrible ass comparison because you're talking about a father and daughter. You're comparing a father and daughter relationship to a marriage, and then furthermore, you know, there's plenty of people involved in various different professions that they wouldn't want their family to indulge in or have a part of. You know what I mean? You might own a liquor store or a chain of liquor stores, and like Bev or like Total Wine, for instance. You know what I mean? Now, whoever the owner of Total Wine is, you know, they make their money off of serving or selling bottles of alcohol, right? And all that everything to do with alcohol and wine and all of that, right? I'm pretty sure they don't want their kids indulging in the products that they sell. I'm pretty sure they don't want their parents or their family indulging in the products that they sell. You know what I mean? But that doesn't make what they do any less righteous, because they taking care of their family at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So, you know, or even a police officer. You know what I mean? Police officers get involved in certain things that they wouldn't want their family to be a part of, or their father or kids, or whatever the case may be. You know, so the way he going is just terrible. And like I keep on pointing out, he is the only black person up there. And worse than that, he's the only black man up there. It's not even another black woman up there. He's the only black man. You know what I mean? So it's bad enough they expect the worst from black people as it is. They expect even worse from black men. You know what I mean? Because statistically, you know, black women as a group are far more educated than black men as a group. You know what I mean? And, you know, black men are far more mass incarcerated and, you know, set up for failure than black women. So they expect the worst from black men. So as a black man, you supposed to get up there and represent, and the way that he going is just terrible, man. Like, boy, there's such a black eye, him being up there. Terrible.
First of all, I don't do porn on OnlyFans, so like, don't throw me in that.
Okay.
But I feel like it's like what I want my dad to watch me having sex with someone else, recorded or not. Like, you do things like, you don't want your parents to see everything that you're doing.
Did you understand my point?
To him, like, it's a bad thing. Like, how do you know that they're ashamed
Real
of it?
quick, did you understand my point?
What?
Did you comprehend my point?
I understand your point,
Okay,
but I mean, I do agree with him.
Yeah, she understands your pointless ass point, your senseless ass point. But you ain't even listening to her and trying to understand where she coming from, because what she said makes some sense. You know, how do you know that they're ashamed of what they do, or that they're not ashamed of what they do? Which obviously they're not, because it's very public and very profitable, them doing what they do. So no, they're not ashamed of it, but he's trying to make them ashamed of it. And now here it is again. You got another female on the panel disagreeing with Adam and disagreeing with his goofy ass.
I think off camera they are monogamous. Like, it's acting. It's like kissing someone in a movie. Like,
okay, let me ask you a question.
I don't do porn on OnlyFans.
Let me ask you a question.
But I still agree. I do think they are in a monogamous relationship.
You don't do porn on OnlyFans.
I don't.
What do you do?
I do like sexy photos. Yeah.
Just sexy photos,
Mm-hmm.
nude photos.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, here we got a jokester. Okay,
you got to subscribe. I mean, I don't know. You got to see for yourself. Yeah.
I would never.
So, going back though, how do you pitch it to a girl? Like, I'm gonna fuck other women.
You trying to get this ism?
Trying to get this ism? No, sir, man. Hey, that's the shit that be burning me up about this bowling ball head ass dude, man. This bonks adventure head ass nigga, man, talking about some ism. Man, you bankrupt for ism and you know it, dude. Stop trying to, you know, lump this bullshit up with your lumpy head ass with this ism, man. This shit ain't got nothing to do with no damn ism.
That's where not everyone's trying to dogpile you.
No, he's bulletproof. He's bulletproof. He's bulletproof. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, so what is the pitch? What's the pitch? Because I'm sure there's men out there that, you know, would like to have the kind of arrangement you have.
Oh, I'm good. I can fight back. I'm okay.
Right. Okay.
So how do you what's the pitch to the woman?
Okay.
How do you make, because most women are going to be like, no, I don't want you.
Right.
With other
Or
chicks.
they're going to try to force some level of, gender feminist, we're equal, we're the same. So if you do it, I do it.
Okay.
All right. So Adam, you ready for this? Get your pen and paper.
Let's go.
You ready for this? All right, cool. So the number one foundational piece is selecting the correct woman. I'll give you an example. We're just going to go. Just give me a little bit of time here. Have you ever cheated before?
No, never.
Never. Have you ever cheated before?
No.
Would they admit it though?
Have you? What? Have you ever cheated before?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever cheated before? You're lying. Have you?
You see that? He mad because she disagreed with him and agreed with Adam. Now he trying to start trouble with her. He being catty. You a grown ass man. You a black man. You got this big ass head and you being catty? Come on, man. The host, I forget dude's name, man, but the whatever podcast, man, they didn't invite you on here to be catty. It's a whole bunch of estrogen and not that much testosterone up there, man. Leave the cattiness to the females, man, and they're not even being catty with each other. Everybody's being pleasant, everybody's being classy, and you're up there being catty. How is it that none of the females is being catty, but you one of the few guys that's up there, and you're the only person out of everybody on here being catty? Come on, man. And you talking about this ism, man. Putting your mouth on this pimp and talking about, man, and you up here being catty, talking about you're lying. Man, if the woman want to be say she ain't never cheated before, then she ain't never cheated before, man. Let her make it, man. Let her do her thing. Let her be great if that's how she want to be great, man. He trying to be catty with the broad. And as you see, in just a minute, he gonna take it even further with this chick and be even more catty with her with his catty ass. Boy, these Marquishas, man. Hey, listen, man. Hey, it might be a Marquisha out there that's worth something, man, but hey, this dude is making all Marquishas look bad. I don't even want to make eye contact with a chick named Marquisha, let alone, go anything further than that. Handshake, conversation. I don't want to have nothing to do with no Marquishas, man. He making all Marquishas look bad.
You ever cheated before?
That's fucked up.
No, I'll tell you why. No, I will tell you why. I'm not
picking
picking on her. I'm gonna tell you why.
Straighten your mic, please.
I will tell you why. I can read characters very well.
No, you can't. Your head is big as you see. He think everybody just gonna assume that he's smart because he got this big ass head. You know what I mean? Because usually people with big ass heads got a lot of information, a lot of intelligence. You know what I mean? In that thing. You know what I mean? He looked like he could pick up Wi-Fi signals and telephone signals and shit like that. Like he could, like if he stand up in an open field, his head is gonna pick up cellular connections and Wi-Fi, internet connections and things like that, and he could listen in on conversations and shit like that. With that big ass head, he could move things like Magneto on X-Men and Dr. Xavier and shit like that. He think that just because he got this big ass head that people expect great things to come out of that big ass head. But no, man. Like, come on, man. Get it together, dude.
Gotcha.
There was a gentleman here named Nick. He was explaining to everyone how the show is going to proceed and giving us the basics on, how to pay attention, how to track the speaker, how to be respectful, in other words.
Now pay attention to what he about to do, right? You know what I mean? Like, not only is he going to try to call himself picking on old girl in the pink, the one that he said was lying, but for somebody who supposed to be some ism. See, I just want y'all to pay attention because this dude, he's fooled some goofy people or some naive people into believing that he's the ism, that he's the pimping. Look, man, the shit that he's about to do, no pimp that ever existed would ever do some shit like the shit that he's about to do. You know what I mean? Not only is he going to take a cheap shot at her, but he's going to take a cheap shot at hoes in general, quote unquote sex workers in general. You know what I mean? He's going to minimize it and try to make it like it's a bottom feeder type of thing to basically to be a hoe or to be a prostitute or to be a sex worker, porn star, any of that. You know what I mean? Like, just pay attention to what he about to do. Something that no pimp that ever existed would ever do.
There was one person who was not paying attention while he was talking. Who was that?
That was me.
That was you.
Yeah.
So out of everyone sitting here, why are you the one that's sitting here being disrespectful when he's taking out his time to show you how to best present yourself in front of millions of people?
Because
Man, it's a whole lot of baby mama energy going on with this dude, man. Why are you the only one being disrespectful? Miss Thang, Miss ain't paying attention, Miss all on your phone, Miss don't even have no respect enough to listen to the man when he trying to tell us how the show's supposed to go. Miss Little Thing, disrespectful. This dude is somebody's baby mama, man. I'm telling you.
I was turning off my alarm, yeah, and I didn't want to forget to do it later.
Sure, I hear you. Because you're a disrespectful person, and you were rude and catty with him after he told you. As a boss, I always look at these things.
As a boss, you talking about a boss, but you're the only one being catty. You know what I mean? But just pay attention to what he do in regards to the game that the pimpin' would never do.
Because
I was rude and catty with him because I put my phone away.
No.
I don't think I said anything disrespectful. I mean, I understand
I agree
where he was
with
coming
you.
from.
I agree that you think you didn't say anything disrespectful. I agree that you think you weren't being disrespectful because that's your actual nature. So a person like you who is by nature one who is narcissistic and disrespectful.
You see, hey, listen, pay attention to that. Look at the host. Watch how he put his hand on his head like, oh, brother. Look at the host.
Actual nature. So a person like you who is by nature one who is narcissistic.
Look at the host. He like, man, why did I bring this dude on here? You know what I mean? Look at the right winger in the red turtleneck next to him. Look how she looking at him like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Like, he is just killing the vibe. He's taking the vibration to the gutter. You know what I mean? The vibration started off in the penthouse suite. You know what I mean? He done took the vibration to the balcony of the penthouse suite and threw that shit over the balcony and made the vibe land in the gutter. And now it's a gutter type of vibe when it's supposed to be a penthouse suite vibe. You know what I mean? And look at the host. He like, God damn, why did I bring this dude on here? Man, look at the host. He been uncomfortable the whole time if you've been paying attention to him. But this is just one of the moments where his discomfort is like at its most intense, dealing with this goofy ass dude. And then he gonna keep going and he gonna make it worse and worse.
Narcissistic and disregards others. You're the one that's gonna cheat.
Because I was on my phone when I didn't.
Why were you the only one?
Phone?
Out of I got two phones right here. I got two phones. Why were you the only?
Do you follow every single fucking rule? Have you ever had a speeding ticket?
Why are you so angry? Why are you so angry?
Like in class?
You're just angry right now.
Why are you so angry? Why are you so angry? See, this what he not paying attention to, man. He's forgetting. See, he think he a white person right now. You know what I mean? He one of them confrontational baby mamas that get around a bunch of white people and think they a white person too. Man, you are black, dude. Not only are you black, but you ain't even a natural born black woman. You a black woman on the inside, but on the outside, to them, you're a black man. You know what I mean? They already expect the worst from you. Look at everybody's face. Look at all them people's faces. Everybody look uncomfortable. Everybody look like, oh shit, man, damn. Can we just get this guy out of here? Is there a way that we can get him out of here? That's what is going on in everybody's head right now. At this very moment right here, don't nobody up there want him there. If they was to stop what they was doing right now and give a show of hands of who want him to be there, ain't nobody gonna raise their hand. If they was to stop right now and say, okay, listen, everybody who's in favor of keeping Marquisha on the panel, raise your hand. Nobody is going, not a single hand is going to go in the air. And that's bad. You know what I mean? You're a black man, dude. You're supposed to make us look fantastic. You're supposed to make us look brilliant. You're supposed to make us look like the best of what we are. You making us look like the worst of what we are, which is terrible, dude. Like, on behalf of all black men, man, I'm embarrassed. Like, sincerely though, I'm embarrassed by this dude. I'm mad. I wish we could get a refund on his ass. You know what I mean? I wish we could take him back to wherever he came from and get a refund, man. We don't want him.
As expressive as I am.
You're
and I think when a
angry.
woman like kind of like barks back at you, it's an issue.
Well,
it
there's
seems
no
like.
need to bark.
But
We're
you've
humans.
been like,
You can
you know,
just
kind
talk.
of
I'm
talking
just
a
calling a
certain way
spade
to
a
everyone.
spade. I'm just saying,
It's okay.
why were
I'm
you? I'm
like-
asking you a question. Why were you the only one out of everyone here? Why was it you that all of a sudden needed to do that right when he's giving us the direction?
See, he keeps forgetting that he's a black man. See, this would have been okay for him to do if he was a white person, right? But a white man is not even going to do nothing like this. You know what I mean? But if it was a white woman doing these things, then it would go over, it would be more acceptable. But, or if it was a woman, period, doing these things, it would be more acceptable. But not only are you not a woman, not only are you not white, but you are a black man. And you're being catty. You just started an issue with a chick that didn't have no issue with you to begin with. That wasn't starting no issue with you to begin with. You asked her a question. She answered your question. You said she was lying. You know what I mean? Then you singled her out and targeted her as the person that's being disrespectful and not paying attention and all this old shit. He just created an issue out of thin air. If y'all pay attention to what he's doing, he just created an issue out of thin air. There was no issue. If you pay attention, ain't nobody else up there been arguing. Everybody been smooth with each other. The only confrontations that have taken place have all included him. He is the common denominator of all the negative energy, all the confrontations, all the arguments, all the cattiness. He's the common denominator of all that. And he's also the only black man up there, the only black person up there. You know what I mean? Terrible.
Just because I had to do it.
Right, because you didn't care. Now,
So,
settle.
I don't know
So,
how being on
back
my
to your
phone
point.
correlates to cheating. That's fucking ridiculous. Like, be fucking for real right now.
A lot of things will be hard for you to comprehend. That's
See, watch. Look what he about to do. This is the part that I was talking about. Look what he about to do. Something that no pimp would ever do or say.
Be fucking for real right now.
a lot of things will be hard for you to comprehend. That's why you're in sex work, because you can't offer value in the marketplace.
Did you hear what he just said? A lot of things will be hard for you to comprehend. That's why you're in sex work, because you don't offer any value to the marketplace. You basically called all sex workers dumb, and you called all sex workers unvaluable or invaluable. You know what I mean? They don't have any value. You basically said all sex workers are dumb and all sex workers don't bring value. Look at the girl next to her. Look at her mouth. Look at everybody. Again, look at their faces. Even the girl who barely understands English, she's uncomfortable and she probably barely even understand what's being said. Or at least understand the energy of what's going on. Like, look at their faces. Look at the girl in the red on the left. She got her hand on the cup and her face is just like, oh shit. Look at the underwater photographer. Her mouth is just open like, oh my goodness.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no, if you had legitimate...
I think I have a lot more to offer than just being on OnlyFans.
If you had
like that I
significant...
started
One
2
second,
months
love.
ago. Like there's a lot
One
more
second,
things I have
love.
to offer than
If
that.
you had
Love.
significant IQ and skill set, you'd be able to go into the marketplace and earn a good income such that you didn't have to do that.
Significant
So-
IQ, like the women that.
So basically he's saying that, you know, women who are involved in sex work go to it as a last resort. You know what I mean? Like basically you can't offer any value if you're in sex work. Like basically when every other door is closed on you, every other angle, every which way you go, then it's like, oh damn, I ain't got no value. I don't comprehend. I'm stupid. You know what I mean? I'm stupid and I don't have no value. So I guess I just got to resort to sex work. I guess I just got to, try to break on tricks. You know what I mean? Because see, that's why I said no pimp that ever existed would ever say anything like that, because if you really this pimping like he try to act like he is, you know what I mean? You understand that in order for a hoe to be a hoe, she has to be intelligent. You know what I mean? In order for a hoe to be a hoe, she has to be comprehensive. In order for a hoe to be a hoe, she has to have something that he ain't got an ounce of anywhere in his existence, which is charismatic. You got to know how to deal with people. You know what I mean? And yeah, he got degrees, and yeah, he was a teacher, and, you know, all this other goofy shit that he done tried to do. You know what I mean? But one thing he's never had is charisma. One thing he doesn't have a clue about is charisma. And it's painfully obvious right here. He really just, you know, took a shot at somebody who ain't even a hoe, you know, but, you know, allowed every other person that's a hoe, sex worker, whatever, you know what I mean, to catch a stray that he was shooting at her. Just, you know, ain't thinking at all. Ain't making the game look good. Ain't making black people look good. Ain't making black men look good. Making everything that he's representing look terrible.
You're with that let you cheat on them and bring whatever diseases back to them, right? Like those are like high value women, right?
I hear
like
you. Right. Yeah. So being that you don't have significant income or the ability to offer skills
I don't have
to
a significant income. Okay.
Right. How you know she don't have a significant income, man? That's an all-American white girl, man. That's easy on the eyes, and you know she seems to have a decent charisma about herself. I don't really know too much about her to say anything extremely good, and I haven't seen anything really bad, because even though he's kind of attacking her, she's still trying to keep it classy to a certain extent, you know. But man, he by him saying that, you know, she doesn't have significant income, he don't know she might be a trust fund baby. He don't know what she got going on. And if he was smart, he'd be trying to be, again, charismatic with her, because you don't know what any of these connections could lead to. Listen to what Adam just said. Adam let it be known that his wife, who is now a millionaire, was only making $30,000 a year when he met her. You know what I mean? So any of these chicks up here might have the same story. But if they get with the right man, you know, they whatever good is in them is going to be amplified. But that's what people who bring value to the table understand. You know, and he talking about value, how she don't bring no value to the marketplace. Dude, you're sitting with two white men who between the both of them have 9 million subscribers. And then all of these chicks up here, I'm pretty sure all of them got, you know, decent followings on social media. You supposed to be charismatic, man. You supposed to be winning people over just naturally. But he's trying to force something that ain't naturally him, and it's just going terrible.
Gotcha.
Why do you keep cutting me off? All right, go ahead. You talk, and then I'll respond. Go ahead. You talk. I'll go after.
Can you at least scoot your mic that way? There you go.
She wasn't listening to the directions. That's why she didn't know.
I'm a bad listener.
Just
I'm a bad
interrupting.
listener and I'm a cheater.
Okay. All right. Do you want to talk now? I just want to make sure you don't interrupt me. So go ahead. No, I'm offering you the floor because you were talking while I was talking. Go ahead.
I'm good. You can say what you need to say.
Wow. See, you're brain dead. That's a problem. That's why you have to interrupt me while I'm talking. I gave.
Boy, this dude is so catty. Like I said, man, you remember what I said at the beginning when I started this shit. This dude, Marquisha, this is the homeboy that when you was in high school and you go with your homeboys to a party, it's 4 or 5 of y'all, and y'all meet some chicks, it's 4 or 5 of them. It's an equal amount of chicks. Might even be more chicks than it is you and your homeboys, but it's 4 or 5 of y'all. Y'all talking everything going cool. You know what I mean? Everybody go their separate ways. You know, the chick that he talking to, he gonna kill the vibe with her, and then she's gonna kill the vibe with everybody. And he's that dude that's gonna blow everybody's action every time. He's that dude that when you go out with your homeboys to go holler at some chicks, you leave him at home. You don't take him to the club with you. You don't take him to the party with you. You don't take him to the mall with you. You don't take him to the football game with you, to the basketball game. You don't take him nowhere that you going to meet chicks at with your homeboys. You don't take him because he's going to do this every time. He's gonna be socially awkward, and he's gonna make all the chicks uncomfortable, and then he's gonna kill the vibe, and ain't nobody gonna have no action once he's done doing what he's doing. You know what I mean? That's the guy that he is. Because shit, you never know. Like Adam and the dude, the host, they might be attracted to some of these chicks. You know what I mean? And Adam, he got a cool situation with his wife, you know, where a few of these chicks that do OnlyFans, Adam might want to do some content with them. But dealing with Marquisha, he gonna kill the vibe and make the chicks leave and blow and ain't at the end of it, nobody got action. Just terrible, dude. Like no charisma at all. Just ain't fly at all. Telling you, man, this dude is somebody's angry ass baby mama.
Gave you the floor, you didn't want to take it because you don't have any thoughts or anything to say.
I do have
Here's
lots
my
of
point.
things to say.
And don't worry, I'm not really talking to you. I'm speaking against you as a symbol.
Mhm.
So don't take personal
As a symbol,
offense
which is
to
what?
it.
A symbol of what?
A symbol of a declining society where people
Gotcha.
lack value.
A symbol of declining society. Man, shut your goofy ass up. All that big ass head you got, man, it ain't nothing in there. He got this big ass head with not an ounce of charisma in there, man. How your head gonna be this damn big and you the dumbest person up there? Like for real though, man. Even the little 18-year-old all the way to the right and the 20-year-old girl in the middle, man, they the youngest chicks up there and they smarter than your big-headed ass. Got this big ass head. Your head is bigger than two of them white girls' heads together and ain't half as smart as one of them. Just goofy.
Values. So the point is this. If you had IQ and skills to offer to the marketplace, you can earn a good income. Being that the most valuable thing about you is something that you never earned. You didn't earn knowledge, you didn't earn skills. It's your breast that you're paid for and your butthole. So you market that to earn money. Man, shut your hypothetical ass up. He talking about a whole bunch of shit that he ain't never said or done, man. See, this is one of them people that don't go outside enough, man. And that's why he's socially awkward. You know, when he was a youngster, man, he was the nerd that didn't have no friends. You know what I mean? He probably was in the chess club or the algebra club. You know what I mean? Didn't have no girlfriend back in the day. You know, he was one of those guys, man. He was the nerd. And if you was the nerd, then be the nerd, man. But don't try to act like you this, what they call it? It's a term that I'm trying to think of, but something like a dating coach, you know what I mean? Because he tries to play that role too. I can't think of the damn term, but you know, basically trying to act like you somebody this seasoned and qualified to teach people about dealing with women. You know what I mean? Because he got a lot of content, from what I understand, where you know that's the image that he portrays. Basically, like he's somebody that's qualified to teach people about dealing with women. And as you can see on this panel, he's terrible when it comes to dealing with women. You know what I mean? And again, like I said, he is the only black person up there and he's the only black man. I can't stress that enough. He's making everything that we stand for look bad. Terrible.
Okay. So I'm the one with like the least IQ here, even though I
No.
do I do
you
like
might
the
not
least
be.
amount on OnlyFans,
I surmise,
but because I'm the only woman who's barking back at you like I'm this brain dead fucking bimbo who has nothing to offer to
that's
society.
not why.
I mean, then what? Then
Well,
why?
let's test it. Let's test it real quick. Okay, what's your age?
I'm 28, but I'm not testing.
Ooh,
I'm not doing
28.
a test.
You're 28.
I'm getting up there. You're right. My eggs are drying up.
Okay.
I'm not going to be fertile. No one's going to want me. I'm not a high value woman. Like
that's
what
fine.
else?
We're not going there. Here's where we're going. If you weren't doing OnlyFans, how would you earn a 6-figure plus income?
I do
Wait, speak English. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I work at one of the I work at one of the best clubs in Las Vegas.
You seem like you're having trouble with English for a second. Tell us.
I'm perfectly fine with my English.
Go on.
I'm a little riled up. Yes.
I said that like 5 minutes ago and you denied it.
I'm a little thrown off by you attacking me because I think a lot of these other girls.
That's because people never address you.
And I respect.
People
like,
never
what everyone
address
else
you
does
directly.
Here. I think you're just attacking me because I'm responding to you and you don't like that. And you don't like women who go against what you have to say.
See, she said he doesn't like women that goes against what he has to say. She should have just stopped it at he doesn't like women. You know what I mean? He doesn't like women at all because he's been nicer to the men up there than he is to the women, man, which is crazy. As combative as he is with Adam, he was even nicer to Adam than he was with this chick. You know what I mean? And that's really because he got a crush on Adam and he really want to do content. That's why he was asking Adam, you know what I mean, if he was bisexual, and he was telling Adam that he's trying to see where his soul is at. You know what I mean? You asking questions like that, man, because you got a crush on this man. But, you know, even though you was being combative with him, you was nicer to him than you was to these chicks, man. And that's crazy. And you supposed to be some ism. Man, if you don't knock it all the way off.
That's fine. And that's why you choose the women that you do.
Do you mind answering the question I asked you?
What is the question?
Okay, I'll say it one more time. What skills do you have that would help you earn a 6-figure plus income at age 28?
You're right, nothing. There's no skills that I have at all.
You're trying to escape.
There's nothing.
But I'm saying
there's no skills. No,
right.
You're right.
Because you're a cocktail server in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And see, I like what she's doing. It's sad because she got more game than him. You know what I mean? Because like what she's doing right now is she's just agreeing with him, you know what I mean, to kill the argument. And because basically she understands at this point that whatever she says, there's no right answer for him, you know, because if she did actually take the time to break down whatever skills she has that can that can bring value to the marketplace and earn her 6-figure income, if she breaks that down to him, it's still going to be the wrong answer because he's not trying to build with her. He's just trying to destruct with her. He's trying to destroy with her. He's not trying to build anything. So no matter what she says, he's going to continue to keep it as an argument. So just to kill that, to save that trouble, she's like, yeah, you're right. I don't bring any value. I don't have any skills. You know what I mean? Which was smart on her end. It's sad that this 28-year-old white girl got more game than somebody whose head is twice the size of hers. You know what I mean? And, you know, probably got 10 years on her in age.
Right?
And there's nothing else that I have to offer.
And she's trying to play it off right now. And that's a strategy. Very nice.
What's the strategy? Tell us.
Please, but the fact is, doctor. I live in Las Vegas. I
like this white girl, man. I need to find out who she is, man. I like how she was like, what's the strategy? Please tell us, doctor. I like the white girl, man. She cool. She's not, what I like about her is that she's like, she's not taking it as personal as she could. You know what I mean? She's still being cool about what he's trying to do with her. You know, he's trying to get under her skin, but she's being very cool about it. You know what I mean? If she didn't have no class and she didn't have no composure, it would have been a full blown up argument. You know what I mean? But I like the way she's handling herself. She's cool. She'll be all right.
I've seen your type many times. Generally, they're younger. Gotcha. But the point is this.
You saying she ain't cool, she's a mess, the works. And then Romeo, you say she getting mad. Nah, she's, if you understand, if you pay attention, she's being cool. Because let me tell you what the average female would do with what he's doing. You know what I mean? The shit that he's doing right now, you know, she could be responding a whole lot worse. If she didn't have any class and she didn't have any composure, she could be going a lot worse. Like he called her brain dead. What disrespectful word did she say to him? You know what I mean? Somebody enlighten me. When did she call him out of his name instead of being funny, like calling him doctor? You know, she said that he was brain dead, or he said that she was brain dead. When did he say that to her? Or when did she say that to him? Or anything of the sort? You know what I mean? He done called her disrespectful when, as far as we can see, she hasn't said or done anything disrespectful. You know, I'm trying to see like where she was disrespectful at. You know what I mean? And yeah, she done showed, you know, she, like she said, she a little riled up. But what I'm saying is that she could be a whole lot worse. And instead of allowing herself to get too riled up, she done calmed herself down, and now she's being like, you know, she's like smacking the bullshit back to him in a humorous type of way. You know what I mean? But somebody let me know, man, when was she disrespecting him? When was she like furious and angry? You know what I mean? When did she do the typical shit that bitches do? Like, you don't know me. How you gonna tell me about me? What about you? She didn't say nothing about him. She didn't start talking about him. She didn't start attacking him. You know what I mean? Like, that's like somebody tell me, you know, Romeo, you disagree with me. The Works, you disagree with me. Anybody else who might disagree with me. When did she like show that she was mad? Like how y'all trying to make her? You know what I mean? Y'all trying to say she ain't classy and she's angry. I don't see it. You know what I mean? But like I said, I don't know everything. I ain't the smartest individual on the planet. Yeah, you know what I mean? She kept her composure, for sure. The host did a horrible job. The worst thing the host did was invite Marquisha onto the show. That was the worst thing the host did. You know, the host could have controlled the environment a little better. But at the same time, you know what I mean? These are white people. And you got this unruly black dude up there. You know what I mean? And, you know, that's one thing about them. They're not going to be too confrontational with an unruly black dude because it's only going to go further and further left. So let's continue.
I know, man.
No, really. Honestly, they should be firing you.
Someone
all.
marries me.
Yeah, no, they should be. I don't know about that, but they should certainly be firing you and get someone of the appropriate age to do such a low-level job.
Oh, yeah.
But the point is this. Why are you opening your mouth wide like that? It's not time. Bring the camera out. She's ready.
I think she can be shocked. She can do whatever she wants. She's fine.
But here's the
She's
point.
fine.
Here's the point. You're currently a cocktail server, which consists of, hey, I'll have a Jack and Coke. Okay. And then you walk away, tell someone else Jack and Coke. They hand you a Jack and Coke. You come back and bring it back to me and hope that I would give you a good tip. That's your skill set.
And what about it?
It's a hard work.
And what about it?
It's a hard work.
And what about it?
Yeah, there is no skill set is the point, which is to say if I took your brain, if I took your brain and placed your brain into a man's body, you would be in poverty.
You caught me.
Because you're brainless.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. Y'all talking about she mad and all that shit. I just like how she's not feeding into none of the bullshit that he's saying. You know what I mean? She's agreeing with every offense that he's trying to throw at her. She's like, you caught me. Like I said, man, it's sad that this chick right here, she got more game than he do. He could learn a thing or two from this chick if he go back and watch this video and see how she was handling him with ease. He could learn a thing or two from this chick.
Carrying on.
You're right, yeah. I'm just good for nothing. Yep, you caught me.
No, you are good for something. That's why you have OnlyFans. And that's my point, is that's what you're good for. And I
look at Adam. See, Adam is about to take it there. He about to take it up a notch. But look at his face, though. Look at Adam's face.
OnlyFans. And that's my point, is that's what you're good for.
Look at Adam.
And I'm not trying to be rude, but it's just that
I think you are trying to be rude.
No, I'm just being honest.
No, I mean being honest on what
Look at the host. See, look at everybody. You seen Adam, now look at the host. Over in the corner. Watch him. Just embarrassed. You know what I mean? Look at Adam and then look at the host.
And
I'm not trying to be rude, but it's just that
I think you are trying to be rude.
No, I'm just being honest.
No, I mean being honest on what. I mean, do you even know who I am as a person? I mean, before like throwing these insults that I'm just this brain dead fucking woman who has nothing to offer.
I think we should avoid ad hominem.
But is it ad hominem when you actually? There were some, but
brainless might be a little.
Do you even know me? Like you don't even, and you're only calling me brainless because I'm the only one responding to you.
Do you think?
You know what I think has him a little bit upset? Just so you know, every girl sitting on this side of the table earns more money than him.
Yeah.
Stop. He's an imposter. He's been outed in the past for.
See, here go Adam. You seen his face before he started to take it there. I told you he was finna take it up a notch. You know what I mean? But Adam was on to something. See, Adam was talking about how they make more money than him. And while that's possibly true for some of the chicks up there, it's more than just money. He wants to be one of them. You know what I mean? See, all of her life, Marquisha wanted to be a nice, prissy, Ivy League school white girl. You know what I mean? He wanted to be Hannah Montana all his life. He wanted to be Miley Cyrus all his life. He wanted to be Taylor Swift all his life. You know what I mean? But he just was, he was a nappy-headed little girl growing up, and now he's a bald-headed old lady. You know what I mean? He's an older lady with no hair, and he never had the chance to be the white girl that he always wanted to be deep down inside. You know what I mean? So Adam is saying, like, he has a problem with all of them chicks up there making more money than him. No, he has a problem with them being what he always wanted to be but never could be, which is a white girl. Marquisha always wanted to be a white girl, man. You know what I mean? He tried to talk like a white girl. He tried to act like a white girl. Back when he had hair, he probably used to try to flip his hair like a white girl. All the shit. He just always wanted to be a white girl. So when he get around white girls, he just don't know how to control himself, man. You got to forgive Marquisha. She get around white girls and just don't know how to act because she's jealous of them, man. So she never figured out how to communicate with white girls. She never figured out how to cooperate with white girls, be harmonious with white girls. You know what I mean? Build with white girls, have constructive conversations with white girls, because he was always jealous. See, when you jealous of somebody, you can't build with somebody that you jealous of. You know what I mean? So he just she don't know how to deal. She don't know how to deal with or build with white girls because she's always been jealous of them, always wanted to be one, man. So just understand that when you looking at Marquisha. You did. Now watch how Adam take it.
What I think has him a little bit upset, just so you know, every girl sitting on this side of the table earns more money than him.
Yeah.
Stop. He's an imposter.
Look at the host. Look at the host when Adam say that. Watch this. Look at the host. He like, oh shit. Now it's about to get even worse. Look at the host, man. He got that look on his face like, damn, why did I bring this Negro on here, man? I picked the wrong black guy on here. I should have brought Sharp. That's what he thinking in his head. He probably thinking like, hey, Adam, look, let's do this again, man. But next time, bring Sharp, man. We got to have one black guy up here, man. Bring Sharp. Sharp he's not going to do what this guy did. See, Pete, and it's funny because people would expect Sharp to do what Marquisha done did. But see, like I said, you could say what you want about Sharp, but one thing about Sharp come from this game. So whatever the case is, he got charisma and he knows how to deal with women. Even though from what y'all see on the interviews on No Jumper, he be combative with them too. But it's not just all attack. Sharp's still gonna ask some cool questions, and he's still gonna drop some game. He just has an unusual way to entertain as far as the pimping go. You know what I mean? Pimping ain't gonna be doing a bunch of arguing and letting bitches call him a bitch and all that type of stuff. But it definitely ain't gonna go like how Marquisha doing.
Stop. He's an imposter. He's been outed in the past.
And he's mad about it.
He basically LARPs
Honestly,
as a rich guy on the internet.
If I was absolutely poor, it would mean nothing.
All the girls,
it would mean nothing.
I think we all are kind of in agreement that
amazing.
we don't really want to sit here and listen to someone who's basically a scam artist tell us what's wrong with our lives.
This is amazing.
Damn.
What do you do for work?
Right, and see, look, now the white girl that he was attacking, the one in the pink, she want to know now. She like, hold on, matter of fact, what do you do for work? Because wasn't nobody even thinking about, what he does for work. But but now that Adam done put the magnifying glass, he done put him under the scope. Now the white girl in the pink, she like, yeah, as a matter of fact, what do you do for work? You know what I mean?
to someone who's basically a scam artist tell us what's wrong with our
Yeah,
lives.
what do you do?
What do you do for
I'm
work?
kind
How do you
of
make
on the
money?
edge of
What do you do
walking
for
out,
work?
Brian. I'm gonna be totally real.
What do you do for work?
And I'm not walking out on like a
What do you do for
climate
work?
level. I just don't
No, what
really
do you
want to
do for
listen to a
work?
scam artist tell me what's so wrong with our
Google my
lifestyles,
name.
right?
You can Google
I don't
my
fucking
name
know who
right
you
now.
are.
You can Google my name.
If you
right
Google
now.
his
Does anyone
name,
know this guy's name?
you'll
And
be exhilarated.
I hurt your feelings earlier, and
You didn't hurt my
I
feelings
did
at
hurt
all.
your
It's just you're
feelings
trying
earlier.
to
And
do
the
this
whole
whole
chat
moral
is hurting your
superiority
feelings.
thing, and it's not
The
working
whole
because
chat is
you're
hurting
broke.
your feelings. The
You're
whole chat is-
actually broke.
Here's the
And see, this is what was so terrible about Marquisha. You know what I mean? He was rubbing everybody wrong from the gate all the way up until this point. You know what I mean? And now Adam has reached a boiling point. And see, Adam is the last person up there whose bad side you want to get on. He's on the host bad side too. The host just ain't as vocal because it's his show and he's not going to start a confrontation with the guests. You know what I mean? And I understand that somebody was saying the host did a horrible job. That could be said. I ain't going to really argue with that. But at the same time, you know, by him being the host, I know he don't want to get into it with nobody because he's the one that has to keep coming back. He's the one that has to continue the show. When all of these other people leave, he's the one that still has to maintain the platform. And, you know, by him being cool and by him not getting into it so much with everybody as the host, you know, he's going to make people comfortable coming on his show again. But imagine if Marquisha was the host. This platform would have never reached 4 million. You know what I mean? So I get the host, but again, like I said, you're the only black person up there, and then you're the only black man. It's already a minority of men up there, and you're the only sole black man up there. And now you're getting into it with one of the only white guys up there who has a strong influence on all of the other white people up there, especially these white women. So now you got all of these white people looking at your only black ass up there crazy. You know what I mean? Goofy as hell. Just goofy.
You got a milk dud on top of your head.
Here's the funny thing.
I'm just being real with you.
If I was actually broke, it literally would mean nothing to me.
Then let's have them prove
Why did
it.
you
if
do
I
an
still
NFT
had a
scam
soul-
on your fans for like
if I still
$400?
Damn. He said you did an NFT scam. Now Adam is blasting him, and it's like he making himself look bad because he's not fighting back with the right shit. You know what I mean?
Silliness.
Checkmate.
Silliness.
This guy's a scammer.
Wait, guys.
Is that a job as
I
an actual
think
scammer?
I'm going to leave, and if any girls want to leave with me, I'd be happy to take you with me.
Hold on.
He's rage quitting. He's rage quitting.
It's not a rage quit. It's just
quitting.
you're not on the level
He's
of
rage
me
quitting.
or
Adam,
any of
I
these
agree.
girls.
No,
here.
I agree.
Rage quitting.
Guys, hold on. Let's just take a little
I
pause
didn't mean to
here.
make him
I
rage.
think
See, now the host is trying to do a little damage control, and then, you know, Marquisha is going to try to save face because this whole time he's tried to appear intelligent. It hasn't worked. He's tried to appear charismatic, and it hasn't worked. See, that's why, like, hold on, I'm gonna let it play, and then I'm going to break it down.
I'm done,
No,
Brian.
Adam.
I don't want to listen to this guy anymore, and I feel like I might do something extreme if I were to stick around.
on.
When I first walked in, I said,
might
"Do you
have
want
to
the fade?"
polish that milk dud.
When I first walked,
Guys,
when I saw you
appreciate you
downstairs,
guys.
I said, "Do you want the fade?" And you said no.
Wow.
Okay.
See what you
When I
fucking
first
did?
walked in, I said, "Do you
Thanks
want the
a
fade?"
lot.
You said no. We could have took care of that before the show started.
Did you?
Man, this dude is a goofball. You know, damn. See, everybody was fooled by this shit, but like I said, everybody thinks that he marked out Adam, that he punked Adam because so many people don't like Adam. You know what I mean? It's like a hate Adam train, and everybody is on that train. And, you know, I'm trying to think, like, this might be one of the only times, if not the only time, that Adam was kind of like challenged in this way on camera. So, you know, people probably been waiting to see that. They've been waiting for this moment. So it's like, ooh, somebody punked Adam. But no, man, this is what happened, man. You know, first of all, Like I said, I just know a bogus individual when I see one. Like I said, I've been holding the game light up to him, like how you hold a black light up to $100 bill, and I don't see no authenticity like how you see authenticity on a $100 bill when you hold a black light up to it. I'm holding the game light up to this dude, man, and there is zero authenticity with this guy. You know what I mean? He know damn well that he didn't call Adam out for the fade. Come on, man, knock it off. Like, it was never that. It was never that type of energy for you to call Adam out for the fade. Like, stop it, dude. So, like I said, this is what he's doing. He tried to be smart, he tried to portray himself as somebody that's smart and intelligent. That didn't work. He tried to portray himself as somebody that's a boss or a leader, a ladies' man. That didn't work. He tried to portray himself as somebody who's charismatic and has value and can bring value to the table. That didn't work. As a matter of fact, his ass being on the panel brought the value down across the whole panel. So when none of the other things that he tried to do worked, his last resort, his in case of emergency break glass, you know what I mean? His emergency resort is let me act tough. You know what I mean? Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all what he did. Hold on. Let me show y'all what this goofball did, man. Hold on. Hey, man, if y'all ain't wiped your feet off at the door when you stepped into a pimp's domain, please do so now. What I mean by that, hit that like button, man. See, look, this is what hold on. This is what he just tried to do. Give me just a second. Hold on. It's one of them joints right here, man, that you play when you feeling down on your ism, right? Play this shit right here and resuscitate your pimping and get you right back on your mission, right? For you hoes, this that shit you play when you ain't feeling like super hoe today. Play this shit right here and to spark up your hoeing and get you right back going, you dig? Dig this. Pimps for real, don't mistake it for fashion. The turf that birthed my reputation for mashing was the track with active, attractive hoes. Professional goers that attract the dough. Like magnets to metal, never settle. We scorching them fag bitches pedal for them portions. My whores win it all. Not the ones on the sideline wishing but didn't ball in the guidelines. My bitches did it all. Down 7 below in the snow for dough. Over 120 in the sun for fun. They mash for hours, hooker baths, not showers. Bright and early, down and dirty for the cash and power. They gotta get the cash, the towers, and reach it all to a pimp. In my position, I'm all but exempt. These bras not wimps, I'm like them renegade bitches. BFFs with tricks but never getting paid riches. Grenade bitches, they dynamite, blowing up on the pimpin' and missing when the time is right. But when they life gets strife, they see pimpin' shining bright, but they action is life without. Bitch, one strike, you out. Oh, can't stop, what? Won't stop, poppin' pimpin' nigga, can't stop, what? We back. Okay, so this is what Marquisha was trying to do when he called Adam for the fade, right?
Hey, man, tired of this shit. Tired of this shit, man. I don't know, man. School, nobody gives a fuck. Hey, man, I got out of school, got my master's. So what, bitch? You punk ass bitch. Don't come around with all that reading and shit. Don't come around with all that counting shit. I can count too. 1, 2, 4, 5. So what? You counting these rocks, bitch? That's a degree. Niggas don't care. Hey, you know? I'm supposed to listen to your punk ass? Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you. So what you got a master's degree? So what you got a motherfucking master's degree? Oh, you the smarty art nigga, huh? You the smarty art nigga. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Can you kick my ass?
That's what Marquisha just called herself trying to do. You know what I mean? That's what she just called herself trying to do. Can you kick my ass?
It's one of them joints right here.
Oh man, damn! I'm trying to get back to where I was. Give me just a second. Hold on. Give a pimp just a second. Damn. Well, this shit ain't cooperating with a pimp the way I want it to. Hold on just a second. Okay. Damn. Can you hear that? That little clip that I just played right there. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Let me know so we continue. Okay, cool. Y'all can hear that, right? Okay, so I'm gonna just work with the audio right now because it's these scenes and shit is tripping. You know, this is a new software that I'm working with. I'm still learning the shit. Forgive my pimping, but let me go back a little bit where he called himself calling Adam out for the fade, which we know is some bullshit. Oh, so y'all can't hear that. Okay. Give me just a second. Since y'all can't hear that, hold on. Hold on just a second. Hold on. We almost there. Bam, here we go. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, here we go.
Hold on. He's rage quitting. Wait. He's rage quitting. It's not a rage quit. It's just
You're not on the level
He's
of
rage
me
quitting.
or any of these girls.
Guys,
hold on. Let's just take a little
I
pause
didn't mean to make him rage quit.
I'm done, bro. I don't want to listen to this guy anymore, and I feel like I might do something extreme if I were to stick around.
When I first walked in, I said,
might
"Do you want
have
the
to
fade?"
polish that milk dust.
When I saw you downstairs, I said, "Do you want the fade?" And you said no.
Okay.
See what you
When I
fucking
first
did?
walked in, I said, "Do you want the
Thanks a
fade?"
lot.
You said no. We could have took care of that before the show started.
Do you guys have like some pre-existing beef or something?
Listen.
Okay, can we?
See, you know, he tried to act like he was tough at the end. Because like I said, everything else that he called himself trying to do, he was trying to be charismatic. That shit wasn't working. He was trying to portray himself as somebody smart and intelligent. That wasn't working. So what's the last resort? I can't make him believe that I'm smart. I can't make him believe that I'm a ladies' man for real. But maybe I can make him believe that I'm tough. So maybe I can convince these people that I called Adam out for the fade and he turned it down. You know what I mean? See, again, some more nigga shit. See, he it's bad enough he made us look bad as black men and black people, period, as a whole. He made everything look bad, you know what I mean, by taking it even a step further, acting like he wanted to fade when really we know damn well, dude, you did not call Adam out for no fade. And it's not that Adam is just a tough guy and somebody to be scared of, but he's not like that. Marquisha, you are not like that. We know damn well you didn't call Adam out for no damn fade. Stop it. You know what I mean? Like, but that's his last resort. I can't look good in any other way, so maybe I can look tough in front of these chicks. But now you looking like the angry black person again. You know what I mean? Like the person, like you talking about this chick don't offer no value to the marketplace, but you're looking like the person who doesn't bring any value in any other way. So like, damn, he ain't smart. He ain't charismatic. He ain't got no way with the ladies, but at least he could fight. At least he's tough. At least he ain't no bitch. Man, knock it off. So for those of y'all trying to say that he marked out Adam, did he punked Adam, did he did something to Adam, man, hey, knock that off, man. No, he didn't. You know what I mean? And any real nigga that's watching, any real person, period, that's watching this knows that in reality, he didn't call Adam out for no fade. He's just WrestleMania. He's WWE. it's all bogus, man. He didn't do none of that. And he's not even like that. He's not even like, again, just like how last night I was explaining to you about how Thyson Campbell and Charlatan White, you know, those are a couple of guys that always wanted to be something other than what they actually are, you know, but they were never able to be that. They wanted to appear tough. They wanted people that they wanted to spark fear in the hearts of people when they came around, right? They wanted people to be scared of them. You know, Thyson Campbell wanted to be that. Charlatan White wanted to be that, but they never was. So now that they got this Wi-Fi to hide behind and they think they could be whatever they want to be without being challenged, that's what they try to portray themselves at. Marquisha is the same type of way. You know what I mean? That's just like when he ran into Kevin Samuels in Vegas, which he probably tracked Kevin down. He probably, Kevin's over there. Oh, wait, keep an eye on him. I'm gonna be right there. You know what I mean? He approached Kevin on some groupie shit, and then after he met up with Kevin, tried to make it seem like he punked Kevin, when really you just was a fan, dude. You know what I mean? Forced Kevin to take a video or a picture with you, and he didn't even want to have nothing to do with you. Kevin Samuels wasn't trying to engage with you at all. You know what I mean? So it's like, in front of the cameras, he tries to portray himself as something that in reality he never was. You know what I mean? And see the difference, unlike Thyson Campbell and Charlatan White, you know, there's a little more history with Marquisha on the internet. You know what I mean? We have a little more validity when it comes to her on the internet. You know what I mean? We see you. We know who you is and what you is on this internet, man. you can't hide that shit. Let's see some. Let me show y'all something, man. Hold on. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all who Marquisha really is, man. Who I don't ever want y'all to forget that this is Marquisha. This nigga's a goofball, man. Hold on. This is who Marquisha really is, man. I don't want y'all to ever forget that when you see this guy that you think punked Adam and did all this shit and got away with the ladies and supposed to be the pimping and all, like, this is who she really is. Look at this old Carlton Banks looking ass goofy, man. Hold on. Oh, wait. Okay, we good. Look at Carlton Banks. Now, those of y'all that's familiar with this guy, you already know that he tried to portray himself as the pimping. He called himself the ism. He tried to act like he's a ladies man, like he got away with the ladies and all that old type of shit. You know what I mean? Just look at this dude, man. I ain't even gonna say, well, I'm gonna say something. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all know I'm gonna give some commentary, man. But I just want y'all to pay attention to this dude. This guy, this is more accurate to who he truly is. That person that y'all just seen on the whatever podcast, that's not really him. This is closer to who he really is.
It was 2007. I was just moving into a co-op at the University of California, Berkeley. There was only one other black guy in the whole building. Maybe like a month in, I get a knock on my door at 10 p.m. Open the door. Guess who it is? 6'4", gay black guy. I'm like, fuck is he doing here? And
listen to what he just said. He talking about he's in the dorm and 10 o'clock at night, he gets a knock at the door and he opens the door. It's a 6'4" gay black dude. Come on, man. And then you talking about in Berkeley, this California, man. Ain't nobody in California going and knocking on a stranger's door at 10 o'clock at night. Ain't nobody doing that. Nobody in their right mind. That 6'4" gay black dude came and knocked on your door at 10 o'clock at night because he was familiar with you. You know what I mean? He was trying to get more familiar with you. You know what I mean? He was trying to get familiar with your insides. You know what I mean? The 6'4" gay black dude was not no stranger like you trying to make it seem, man.
I get a knock on my door at 10 p.m. Open the door. Guess who it is? 6'4" gay black guy. I'm like, fuck is he doing here? And he has a book in his hand. It's a silver book, pink title, and hands it to me. Says, you need to read this. Look at the book. It's called Pimp, Story of My Life by Iceberg Slim. I'm thinking, what is a graduate student, an academic, doing with a book called Pimp?
A gay 6'4" black graduate student. You know what I mean? Don't leave that part out now. This knocking on your door at 10 o'clock at night. What is he doing with a book like Pimp? You know what I mean? By Iceberg Slim. You know, you get this is who laced you up, man. This is who introduced you to the game, man. Come on, man. We don't want to hear none of this stuff, man, like that you the pimping and you got away with the ladies, and we don't want to hear that, man. We do not want to hear that. Stop saying that, especially when stuff like this of you is on the internet, man. This is your whole introduction to the game by a 6'4" gay black dude knocking on your door at 10 o'clock at night, man. We don't want to hear nothing else.
By someone named Iceberg Slim, which is not even a real name. And of all things.
And see, that's how square he is. Look at how square he is.
Which is not even a real name.
Which is not even a real name. Like only Poindexters, only nerds, only Carlton Banks type of individuals have those kinds of thoughts. Like a book by a guy named Iceberg Slim, which is not even a real name. You're a nerd, dude. Just be the nerd that you is. It's cool, man. Somebody will accept you as the nerd that you is. Dr. Boyce Watkins, he's a nerd. People mess with him. You know what I mean? He got hundreds of thousands of subscribers, man. And Dr. Boyce Watkins, he done did all kind of, work. You know what I mean? He's an obvious simp. He's an unapologetic simp. You know what I mean? He's probably not the most honest simp, but Dr. Boyce is an obvious nerd, and he doesn't try to hide the fact that he's a nerd. He embraces his nerdiness, and people accept him, and they rock with him, man. You could have did the same thing, man. The stuff that Dr. Boyce Watkins is doing, you supposed to be doing that too, man. It's cool to be a nerd. You just didn't know how to be a cool nerd, so you tried to portray something that you wasn't for the sake of being cool, but you lost your authenticity, man. You tried to hide and bury the nerdiness about yourself, man, but you's a nerd to the core, and we know it. We know a nerd that's trying to be cool when we see one, man. Stop trying to fool people into believing that you something that you not, which is tough, charismatic. Even though you a nerd, you're not the smartest nerd, but you would appear to be a lot smarter if you stayed in your nerdy lane. You know what I mean? You're not street smart at all.
And of all things, there was a gay guy giving me a book called Pimp. Seems to add up. Then he told me, he says, as a black man, there's a lot of maneuvering you're going to have to do in life. And this book, more than any book, has taught me how to maneuver. So I just finished it. I want you to check it out.
So you mean to tell me that a 6'4" gay black guy that's a stranger to you came to your door at 10 o'clock at night to show you some maneuvers, to show you how to maneuver, man? Yeah, he wants you to maneuver, all right. You know what I mean? He trying to maneuver right into your cheeks, man. He was trying to maneuver them cakes. You know what I mean? He probably had already maneuvered them cakes before, or came close to maneuvering them cakes before he came to your door at 10 o'clock that night and brought you that book, man. He was already familiar with your maneuvers, man. and he was trying to, get you more better versed on your maneuvers, man. He was trying to tighten your maneuver game up all right. We know the truth, man. So this is who he really is. He's this is who he really is, man. So we don't want to hear all that other stuff. But just so y'all understand who he really is, when he try to play that tough role on the whatever podcast with Adam, that's not really him. And he's making it like Adam, he called Adam out for the fade, but Adam turned it down. Come on, man. Stop it. And it's not even a big deal if you did call him out for the fade and he turned it down, but we know that's made up. That didn't even really happen. We already know you to be a liar. We already know you Mr. Bogus. You know what I mean? With your bonks adventure head ass. Widget the world watcher head ass nigga, man. Like, we know you bogus, man. So that's my review on that podcast, man. To sum it all up, like I've been saying throughout this whole review, and I'm going to say it again one more time. He went on a podcast with 8 white women and 2 white guys and was the only black person up there and the only black man up there. He was supposed to represent. He was supposed to make us look great. Everything that he said and everything that he did was supposed to be a reflection of greatness. And it was a reflection of foolishness. It was a reflection of, a baby mama in her feelings about some stupid shit. That's how he was acting. You know what I mean? He might as well have been up there with a bonnet on and a lace front underneath and some 4-inch nails, some 4-inch fingernails with a full set with a bunch of different colors and rhinestones and initials on them and shit like that. That's how he should have came up there, because that's what he is on the inside. That's how he was acting. You know what I mean? Like I said, by him being the only black guy up there, the last thing you want to do is be confrontational. The last thing you want to do is insinuate things about the people that are up there who are all white. You know what I mean? Insinuate things about them that aren't accurate. Impose your opinions on them forcefully, like they have no choice but to agree with you. You know what I mean? Like I said, they already expect the worst because of who you are and what you are. You're supposed to dispel all those suspicions by performing above and beyond and giving them the greatest version of yourself that you possibly can, but maybe you just ain't capable of that. You know what I mean? Maybe you just need to leave them type of platforms alone. It obviously ain't for you, because here goes another viral moment with this dude, and he ain't gonna do nothing with it. They ain't gonna be talking about him in a little while. He just ain't gonna do nothing with it. He should be able to do big things with this clout that he got going on right now, but we already know he ain't gonna do nothing with it. He done been on this podcast that got 4 million. He done been on No Jumper that got 4 million. He done been on Fresh and Fit. I think they got like 2 million or something like that, or close to it. He done been on all these big old podcasts and YouTube channels, and he's still not, it ain't doing nothing for him. So maybe this just ain't his thing, man. Maybe this just ain't what he's supposed to be doing. You dig? Maybe he need to go back to being a school teacher. Maybe he need to go back with his boyfriend that was teaching him maneuvers and coming to his door at 10 o'clock at night. Maybe he need to go back with that. You dig? And let me do this real quick because I meant to do it earlier. Excuse my pimping. Oh, I got quite a few of them that I missed. Hold on. For the Great. Good looking with the $5 holla. Matthew, I already shouted you out, but once again, I appreciate you, Matthew. 1926. GF, good looking with the $20 holla. The ain't in the pretender is a whole goofy. Couldn't agree with you more, man. Perception is reality. Good looking with the $5 holla. He's supposed to have them white women crazy over him as a black man. That's how you know he lame, shaking my head. That's what I'm talking about, man. You know what I mean? By the way that he was supposed to present himself, his presentation was supposed to leave everybody up there astonished. You know, he was supposed to make the kind of impression on them like he has abilities that they don't have. He brings things to the table that they don't bring to the table. You know what I mean? He has a type of charisma that nobody else there has. He has a way with words that nobody else there has. You know what I mean? He's diplomatic and accommodating in a way that nobody else is. You know, he's appealing in a way that nobody else is. That's the type of impression that he was supposed to make, but obviously he just couldn't do it. Key himself, good looking with the $2 holla, you dig? Choosing fees. Y'all know damn well I can't do it like bro. Oh shit, with my terrible ass voice. Gonna have Pimp up here sounding like Ice JJ Fish. Big weight, can't hate love. Good looking with the $5 holla. GF, good looking again with the $5 holla. They don't F with Adam, though. I think they was messing with Adam more than they was the Caint and the Pretender. Key himself, good looking again with the $2 holla. Freeze is cool with his chick getting sticked. Yeah. I've been cool with that for a long time. I ain't got no problem. Mr. PT Glow, good looking with the $7 holla. You dig? Hit the like button. Indeed. Impost Travels, good looking with that $100 holla. As usual, glory to the game. Yes, indeed. Coming through with that Big Benjamin. Otis Harris, good looking with the $5 holla. The Saint wanted to create viral moments to elevate his profile. That's why he's picking at Adam. Mission accomplished. Nah, because see, as I've said before, and as those of us who are familiar know, right? One of the keys to good marketing is making eyeballs move, right? So the Caint and the Pretender, there has been several times where he's made eyeballs move, right? Some people are cool at making eyeballs move. That's a good key to marketing. But along with making eyeballs move, you have to keep eyeballs on you. It's one thing to make them move. It's a whole nother thing to keep eyeballs on you, to sustain eyeballs. He knows how to make eyeballs move. He knows how to bring the attention, but he doesn't know how to sustain the attention. He doesn't know how to grow the attention. So yeah, he created a viral moment, but it's like, what you gonna do with it? A lot of people create viral moments and don't do shit with them. He done created several viral moments at this point and ain't did nothing with them. Aaron Moses, the one. Good looking with the $10 holla. Sharp in the chat though, P. Okay, if he was, I didn't see him. You know, shout out to him though. I missed it. Love to the game, P. Baby Truth, good looking with the $2 holla. Yes, indeed. Damn, it ain't letting me, okay, hold on. Give me just a sec. Damn, get out the way. Okay. All right. Yeah, man. So, you know, he just dropped the ball on behalf of all black people, all black men. And, you know, whether or not I want to accept the fact or agree with it or anything like that, by him getting on the internet and trying to say that he's the pimping, you know, he kind of in a way representing us too, even though we don't accept him, you know, in the eyes of squares on the internet who can't separate game from lame and don't know no better. He kind of representing us too, to a certain extent. So he made everything that he stand for look bad with this whole shit, man. Y'all talking about he punked Adam and all that old bullshit. Man, that boy ain't punked nobody. Man making money, good looking with the $2 holler. Couple ones beat a couple nuns, you know what I mean? As my brother Sinful the P would say, you dig? Mussy Pastor, I like that name. It's time, Freeze 2024, come on. I can't be no internet nigga, but the representation of game is on life support. Yeah, man, Pimp gonna come with it. You already know, man. Getting back into the swing of shit. But yeah, you know, like I said, bottom line, man, the Can't Pretender, he fumbled it. And as you gonna see, very shortly from now, ain't nobody gonna be talking about the boy no more. He's not gonna do nothing with this viral moment because he's not being authentic. See, one thing about sustaining people's attention, you do it a whole lot better when you being true to who you are. When you being yourself. And if you pay attention to this dude, he done tried a whole lot of other people's lanes and the shit don't work. That's just like he tried to copy off the Fresh and Fit. He tried to copy their format and that shit went terrible. That shit went double copper, double wood. You know, it didn't do nothing. You know, he thought he was going to be the next Fresh and Fit. That shit didn't go nowhere. You know what I mean? He tried to act like the pimping. That shit ain't going nowhere. You know? And he always try to act like he got this great business acumen. And, you know, that was one of his gripes when he called himself trying to attack Kevin Samuels. You know, he tried to make it seem like he was more qualified to speak on business and investments than Kevin was. But you notice when Adam barked at him and called him broke, he didn't really have nothing to say in regards to that. He didn't have no strong challenge against that when Adam called him broke. You know what I mean? And not only did he call him broke, he said all the chicks at the table was making more money than him. You know? That he was the brokest person at the table. So here you are, you the only black person up there, man. The only black man up there. You know? And you got this white man up there calling you broke when the conversation didn't even have to be about that. But you, the one who made the conversation about money. Because you was talking about how old girl was broke and didn't bring no value to the marketplace and all this old shit. And, you know, you talked to Adam a little bit about money when you shouldn't even took the conversation there. You know, so many other great directions you could have went in the conversation. But, you know, he just be failing at everything that he attempts to do, man. But, let me see. Pimps think Fresh and Trick are square, bro. They are. I mean, shit, they not the game. They ain't got no game. What else is Fresh and Trick? What you think of Fresh and Fit, Freeze? You know, they some more guys. They I think Fresh and Fit or Fresh and Trick, as Sinful would call them, you know, they had good timing. You know, they came with a good idea and their timing was good. You know, and they made some good moves. But they some more dudes that ain't really got no game. In the little bit of game that they think they have, they probably got it off the internet watching people like Sinful to P, Kevin Samuels, Andre Taylor, shit like that. You know what I mean? They scoured the internet and soaked up as much as they could. And, you know, they some more dudes that speak from a hypothetical standpoint. You know, they don't have no experience. See, that's one thing about it, like, you know, with the authenticity. See, all the shit that the Can't and the Pretender be talking about, same thing like with Fresh and Trick. I ain't watched a lot of Fresh and Trick, Fresh and Fit. I haven't watched a lot of their content, so I can't really make the most accurate judgment call with them. But I know they ain't got no game. You know what I mean? You know, it's a lot of fluff to they shit. They got a nice presentation, you know, and they bring a lot of attractive women on their show, and you know that works. You know, and nobody else was doing that. That's why I said their timing was good. But from the little bit that I've seen, you know, they not really bringing no game. You know, and they're not making game look good. And like I said, I haven't seen a whole lot from them, but from certain clips and highlights that I've seen and people do reviews about them, you know, they be saying a lot of stupid shit and doing a lot of stupid shit. And from what I understand, they're demonetized as a result of that. You know, as a result of not being sharp and not being smart and wise about what they say and do, you know, they channel and got demonetized. But by them having such a big platform, you know, I'm pretty sure they figuring out ways to gain financially with that platform, even though YouTube has demonetized them. You know, so you know, some more guys, this nerds trying to act like they cool, you know, nerds trying to act like they got some game. And I think one of them was like a police officer or some shit like that, or some type of officer, I think one of them was, you know, but both of them just look like, like Sinful to P would say, you know what I mean? Chronic masturbators, you know what I mean? To sit in dark rooms by themselves all the time. That's who they look like to me, you know what I mean? But they don't look like nobody that anybody should take advice from, especially when it comes to game, dealing with women or anything like that. They are like the Pepsi version of the Can't and the Pretender. The Can't and the Pretender, he's the great value version of he's the great value to their Pepsi. You know what I mean? Like both of them ain't really hitting on nothing, but you know, the Can't and the Pretender, he's the lesser of the two. You dig? So, again, you know, people that are impressionable and eager for game, they'll look at, oh, bro was an FBI agent, I think. I'm not sure. But, you know, people that's just so eager for game and impressionable. Hold on. Damn, why I can't? Hold up. Oh shit, I'm way behind. I'm not even reading the comments, but I just seen something from Sharp. I don't know how far ago that was. But I don't know if that's Sharp's real channel. He said he just hit me. But shout out to you if you hit me. If you did, I'll go check it and respond to it. I can't go that far back. But Robin, love, appreciate you. But yeah, man, Fresh and Trick, bottom line, they ain't hitting on nothing either, man. And if you want some real game, you notice they don't never give you any scenarios. That's one thing about Sinful, and even with myself, Barbie girl, Tina's Matrix, you say it was really him. Nah, because Eric, see, people who've been here for a while know that it's this certain individual that be portraying other people. But they all him. He got like 1,000 different profiles. I'm sure he's in here right now. You know what I mean? He's a stalker, but he's good for that. He's good for like portraying somebody that you think is cool, but it's not really that person. It's really his buster ass. You know what I mean? That's why I said I wasn't sure if that was him, but if that was really him, then that's what's up. Shout out to Sharp. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'll check his DM, or I'll check my DM for sure. But yeah, like I said, bottom line, Fresh and Trick, 0 game. And they can't even give you like any real life scenarios that they've been through. Like if you pay attention to Sinful's always telling you about real life scenarios that he's been through and uses those examples as teachable stories, teachable moments in his life. You know what I mean? That he uses to teach you with, right? Just like a lot of cautionary tales that Sinful gives. You know what I mean? Like when you listen to his content, he tells you a lot of things, what not to do, how to go wrong. And if you pay attention to these dudes, a lot of these dudes don't never make no mistakes. They can't never tell you anything that they did wrong and that they learned from. At least from what I see. I don't probably listen to him like some of y'all do, but the King the Pretender, I've never heard him talk about something that he made a mistake and learned from. As far as some game, as far as dealing with women, he called himself the pimping. He can't give you one pimp story, one pimp scenario. You know what I mean? He's just one of them goofballs that try to make it seem like he started out on top. He jumped in the game and landed right on his feet and hit the ground running, all that shit, which anybody who's real know that's a bunch of bullshit. Same thing with Fresh and Fit. Again, from the little bit that I've seen from them, I don't see them giving any examples of situations that they've been through that you can learn from. You dig? And that's what lets you know that somebody is authentic, right? Like even AMS, Alpha Male Strategies, right? Even though he took a lot of stuff from Sinful to P and others, he took from Tommy Sotomayor too. But one thing about Alpha Male Strategies is that he shows you that, like, he puts his words into action. You know what I mean? He shows you different situations where he dealing with chicks and how he deals with them and all that type of stuff. So even though he ain't probably got the greatest game, but he at least he got some real examples. Richard say they have trick examples. Exactly. You know what I mean? That type of shit. But but yeah, man, a pimp been on this thing 3.5 hours. Man, y'all been rocking with a pimp. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up now, man. As always, I appreciate y'all for tapping in and tuning in with a pimp. I appreciate you for all the comments, all the questions, all the input. I appreciate all the shares. I appreciate you subscribing and hitting the bell when you subscribe. I appreciate all the super chats, the cash apps, the PayPals. I appreciate your support in every which way that you come with it, man. Y'all already know who it is and what it is. Freeze is it. Man, I ain't sipped no love in a minute, man. Been popping this game so cold. You know I got to put some love in my body on the way out. Yeah. Ah, yes. If you ain't wiped your feet off at the door when you came in, please wipe your feet off at the door on your way out. What I mean by that, hit that like button, man. Y'all already know we going to do this again much sooner than later. If you out in traffic moving around, please do so in a safe fashion. And of course, long live the incomparable Sinful to P. We out.